living top rock. It's the living top rock.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another Rising Stars Cup match number 1, Cabal versus Savage Revenge. Getting it started here at Protocol map number 1 for the hard point here with Dash. Getting things set up here for you. How you feeling, man?
Oh, I mean, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm excited to watch some COD here, honestly, and we got some great maps ahead of us. We have Protocol as this map 1 hardpoint, Savage Revenge versus Cabal, like you said. I mean, we have some good teams playing here, and I'm excited to see who's going to show and be ready to slam in this first hardpoint here. We already have Cabal starting up with a good lead, 22-1 right off the rip, getting a good majority of this first hardpoint. But they're going to have to try and make sure that they have rotations for P2 as well as Deadshot's getting a few kills, holding down that back lane as well.
Trying to lock it in. Great start there out of the side of Cabal. Good early lead. Trying to work towards that P2. You do have one player that's hanging out over there. You get now on the hill. A couple of players trying to work their way through this side. Kaizo on the backside gets shut down by Hazer. Deadshot making his way, picks a two-piece. Just gonna hop on down for now. Let his teammates get on the hill. He does get caught out for his jowl, and that's gonna be 3 dead in the feed for Cabal. Still an open hill, nobody able to get control. One player left around there. You do have full control now, and there's your 4 dead. Cabal's rolling early.
On the roll early, already having a solid lead here. Only 3 points for Savage Revenge, so they're going to have to do some work moving into this P3. Only 14 seconds remaining, so Leave is going to hit this last scrap time here, get a solid time here, but they have to make sure that they're set up and ready for P2 or P3 as well. Excuse me. Number 5 is already set up in the back there, but we have Hazer hitting the back, trying to see if he can make something happen, and he is just going to slowly creep, hit that back door, maybe find one, but he spots Mortem, is able to find one while just caught lacking, but they're able to break in through the hill as well. Zax Rooney is on the point, and they're getting some good time here, already 70 points to their name.
You had that moment there for Savage Revenge where you had to push towards P2. It was Deadshot who had that 2-piece push down, eventually got killed, and then the rest of the team fell from there. You kind of licked your wounds, went towards P3. You did have Kaizo and Skiv in the back trying to lock it down, but they fell, and Cabal just getting every single kill they need in the feed right now. It's showing in the scoreboard as well. Locking down this P3. Finally, Savage Revenge is able to get there, but really only with scraps left on the table. Good news is you do have a lot of map presence as you go towards this P4, which can be really difficult to break here, but Cabal doesn't seem too worried about their breaking abilities, at least not early.
Yeah, especially with the amount of time that they have on the board already. A nice solid 80-point lead or so, and as well getting more time on this hill. Hazer doing a good job. He on a 2 streak. It has a 2 KD, so he's getting time and getting the kills necessary. Has both guns in hand, but he's staying on that hill, making sure he can stay up on someone. He's able to cut through though. Kaizo and Disha combining for 2. Blue Gatorade is ready to trade them out though, and still Savage Revenge is on that time trying to Cabal is on that time trying to gain further on that lead. Mortem trying to do what he can from the front.
Every single push is just being answered by Cabal right now. Savage Revenge not having any answers to this test at the moment. Deadshot gonna find another huge 2-piece, but still has a player left to deal with. Finds the third to an open hill, but yet again, only scraps remain, and they're not even really gonna have a chance to capitalize on that because they gotta set up for this P1 presence. Trying to get a presence in the white building, but Hazer was ready for it. Shots towards Mortem top white are gonna go through. Zaxaruni finding another one, and this is just Savage Revenge firmly on the back foot for dead and spawning deep in back.
I mean, you know, in hardpoint especially, it's one of those things where when you're on that back foot, it's hard to kind of regain and get back in focus, especially if you're not being able to get some of that time. It's going to be hard when you're not getting those kills. But for the most part, everybody on Savage Revenge is staying positive, trying to do what they can. Obviously, we have the scoreboard in COD. It is glitched, so it does look a little bit different. The one on the player tag is going to be what we're looking for, but sometimes you never really know. Everyone on Cabal also staying positive and doing what they can on that end, and it's kind of reflecting towards the point as well.
Yeah, it's just been a lot better team effort at a Cabal. Some solo efforts here and there from Savage Revenge, but not able to put a full 4 dead together and really establish some sort of momentum. It's just been a piece here, a piece there, and nothing to take home with you. 178 to 15 at the moment. On the hill is Cabal. Yet again, Hazer ready for the reinforcements, and one falls. Lieb is going to find the second, trying to line up another one for Deadshot. And then Nade is going to find Hazer there. Blue Gatorade going to get the trade. Zaxaruni finding another one. Lieb trying to work that outside, trying to get some coverage for his squad. There it is. You get right back on the hill if you are Cabal. It's been in complete control this entire time. Skiv trying to make a play around the outside. Finds one. Lieb and Zax on the hill standing tall. Over the 200-point mark is Cabal.
Over that 200-point mark, and it's slowly trickling away the chances for Savage Revenge to try and come back here. But you know, it all starts here. They're slowly trying to see what they can do, getting some picks in the middle of the map. Blue Gatorade though is getting that trade ready to go, staying on that hill. Only 5 seconds on that P1, so you have to start thinking about P2. And it's 2 for 2. Still have time on the map to make it towards that hill, but for the side of Savage Revenge, they're gonna be ready and waiting, ready for the hill to pop it.
Yeah, Savage Revenge, you just need to do everything you can. Talk about needing to play perfect Call of Duty. It's going to take that and then some to pull this one off. 2:29 and counting for Cabal. You do get a stop in the pressure for the moment if you're Savage Revenge, but it's right back on to that. Zaxaruni popping out, finding one. Lieb finds another one in the back, and that is another 4 dead and should be just about all she wrote. Maybe you get one last push through the front. Skiv's going to fall. Mortem, the last player up. Another 4 dead, and I think we can put a bow on that. Cabal going to take the map #1 protocol, and I'll tell you what, oh no, they hopped off the point. Maybe they weren't ready just yet. And there you go. Last player hops on. Gonna wrap that thing up nice and pretty. Cabal finally takes it. And, you know, we talk about 100-point clubs, and this was a 200-point club. 250 to 17. What a way to start off Cup Saturday.
I mean, a great way to start off, and honestly, you know, you talk about like a great fashion in hardpoint. They played everything in that hardpoint to perfection. Obviously, the hill or the point was the score was a score, but it showed in what they were doing and on the map. The rotations, they were super rotation heavy and able to get every kill necessary because they were on the right lanes and holding the right lanes to hold. So excited to see what they got moving forward into this S&D. We saw their group play match this past Thursday, I believe, and we got a chance to see their prowess on S&D against their matchup there. So see if they'll translate that into the cup here. I believe. Let's see if we can find map 2 is going to be Rewind. So I believe that
Ooh.
map is to me is super kind of like AR and lane heavy. If the ARs are able to post up and get some information to their SMGs, then we'll see some action going on in the middle of the map there or closer toward these bomb sites. But excited to see who do you think is going to win here for this team for you, Shake?
Yeah, I gotta go with Cabal for the reasons you said. In the hard point, they were just holding lanes really well, getting to the spots they wanted to be in, and playing discipline in not leaving their positions until someone dies, and then you have to rotate on up. That's the classic hard point strategy there, and that's what Cabal did. They barely gave up any points, and I think that discipline is gonna lead well to an S&D as well. Let alone Rewind. You talk about AR heavy and getting that information towards those subs, getting active in mid. That's where I'm paying attention. You got the bomb site right in the middle of that video store. Things get hot and heavy, and I've seen some teams try to chow out and headbutt through there and prove they're a little bit better, and then just find out they're not, and not want to switch up the strategy and try to, continue to assert some sort of dominance. So, I guess my message here is if you're not winning that headbutt at mid, maybe slow it up and go to those outer lanes, lean on those ARs a little bit more.
Yeah, no, for sure. Lean on the ARs, and I think we're going to be looking for the ARs. Like I'm not too sure who's going to be taking it out on the side of Cabal with the subs that they have in. I'd expect Blue Gatorade to probably take it out and try and see what he can do. But as well, he's a great player, a great mind on the map. I'm not too sure if anyone can kind of fill me in on if he's has changed his gamer tag recently. I know some players have already like known about him, so I'd love to kind of just get more information on Blue Gator as a player. And when watching him, he's been frying, so I would kind of expect him to maybe pull out the AR more and maybe make some plays on the map. But excited to see what we got here. I'm not too sure if we're let's see. I have the player box loaded up here. I want to see if we're loading into the game. Not too sure yet if they're loading in or how many players we got, but I think we're just waiting on a few players. Yeah, got back from production, so we're just waiting on a few players there. So it should just be one player hopping in. Once we get that, we'll be loaded into the lobby. And I'm excited to see. I probably got Cabal winning this one as well, but I'd like to see Savage win. I love underdog stories, to be honest.
Yeah, and I mean, we saw some moments and some plays that I think if you're going to look at one player on Savage Revenge to really make a difference and make some headway for the squad, it's going to be Deadshot. He was popping two pieces left and right. It felt like it seems like any breath they had came off of his back and his hard work. So if the team can just kind of funnel off of that and feed off of his energy, I mean, it doesn't always take, one player just dominating. If you could be one of those players that, maybe isn't as hot and can just take that and kind of feed it for yourself, allow that success to be success for your team and put it that way and let that roll forward for your squad. Maybe that's something Savage Revenge is able to do. I know that's a lot to ask, but I mean, when you're facing a team like Cabal, you got to pull out all the stops.
Yeah, no, for sure. You definitely got to pull out the stops. It's a one of those teams that's in the who probably wouldn't be considered top four by most, but some of these players and some of what I've seen them they do over the past couple of years can definitely be in top four. They just got to prove it. And so that's just what I'm all about here, especially is if you got something to prove, then prove it. That's something I've been saying for a long time. Something that I stand by S2P. So I'm looking for these kids to kind of show out, and that's what I'm looking for a Savage Revenge to do here. Kind of show out, show me that you want it, show and prove it to these guys that you're in for the long run.
S&D is one of those modes you feel like maybe anybody could win. You get lucky, you get hot, get one player really just hitting routes and not getting killed. I mean, that's the biggest thing. If you're able to get away with the life or just be in a tradable position, make sure your buddy's not all by themselves. And if you are sending someone by themselves, make sure they're in a good position where they're pretty darn sure to win that gunfight. And you just need to stick together. Savage Revenge, I know they're getting picked apart a little bit, but if you can slow things down mentally, you could have a different game.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think we'll toss it to just a quick break while we're waiting for the map to load in, but we'll be right back with you guys. U18 Esports is here with our friends at GamerX Society at the LA Tech Week event in Santa Monica. We're going to be playing some games, having some fun, and giving away some prizes in a special 1v1 showdown event from our friends at GamerX Society. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, be the first case like John, got it. Whoa, be the first case like. Be the first case like John, got it. Anything wrong, my dogs got it. Some boss, I call shot. Sweat a few bags at the raw spot. Where you been trying to rock popping at the hotel? Better run the play for him. Yeah, before I hit the plate, make the house smell. Throwing up trays and Marshall.
Yeah, they do have to find something different, but Encourage is going to get that opening peak, and now he's got a little bit of control over to that B site. What he's going to try and do here is a delay track tactic. Try and whittle out as many of the Unity players as he can. He's doing a fantastic job. Yeah, got to take a dip. It's the hot weather of the UAE, and skill, he's still peaking.
How well you can do on the water. Quite literally, the entire point is in the water. What I've seen so far, there's skill with a two-piece. That's what I'm seeing, but what I've seen in general on this hard point is that people who tend to swim just above the surface, using this little middle ottoman here for cover, tends to find the most success. That's exactly what skill's doing, and that's exactly why he's going 20.
On the hill, careful though, you can see everything, but everything can see you, and Legacy going big as Ruizzi goes for the defuse, almost got it, but Underworld sneaks it away from him. It's a 1v1, doesn't see him in the smoke, but is able to get the turn and burn in Underworld.
Fine for 3. Swag check. Finds a two-piece of his own. And that could be the break able to play his life. Take care of. One left to deal with. He has the cruise missile. SGP wants to put this thing away. Oh my god, Swag onto the 7. They're gonna have to continue to go massive. Big step up, that's gonna be 3 for him.
Once again, to try and win this round, still needs to find these players. He's looking to try and find Confident. Will be able to catch him off guard, but it's gonna be Derek going for the chow, and Lurk's able to get the 1v2 victory. Oh my goodness.
In 9. Lose this round, just given the sides as Lux. That would have been up to him to win, but with 7.5 seconds to defuse. So he we go now, going into round number 3. Pick again is going to
be in dip. Nobody checks it except Lux might have gotten this.
Almost did, getting that 2-piece to begin the round. There's
Alex, and then oh, he gets the.
But that is, again, surely going to be a valuable return on investment as Super from a distance use their MCW and put bullets through bodies, as now Omid is finding themselves in the same predicament as Legacy last round.
This is horrible. This is why people don't like high rise, because of the spawn trap that comes in. Super picks off one. He now moves to the opposite side, trying to see if he can pick off another one. Not going to be all too successful, and Super decides, you know what? I'll just start moving back, because he's on 6-3. Make this 7. He's got a cruise in his pocket, and he still wants more. He gets another.
Wow.
All right, here we go. Map number 2, Rewind, Search and Destroy, Savage Revenge versus Cabal. Cabal on the defensive side. Deadshot gonna find the opening blood onto Zaxaruni. Bomb going down middle map on the A site. Hazer is gonna find the trade there. And Blue Gatorade gonna pick up Deadshot, so now you have the numbers advantage if you are Cabal. Lieb trying to get that even more in control, trying to make a play towards this bomb as well. This round is hot and heavy. Now we're down to a 2v1. Lieb working on that bomb plan. All games are over. There you go. Cabal gonna get the first round.
I mean, there was just so much there. Watching that 3D version, or not 3D, the third person version of all of those trades happening right there at Book was kind of insane. It was literally like cinema just happening right in front of us. But it was just constant action inside of Red. A lot of trading, and you know, Cabal was doing a great job of just making sure that they kept up with the trades and was able to get that bomb defusal in time. Lieb hopped on it kind of early, but was able to let Blue Gatorade finish it out. It would help his streak, get some more points on for him. And so, you know, overall, just a great effort by Cabal first round.
That's going to be something interesting to keep in mind moving forward, is score streaks instead of kill streaks. That defuse does mean a little bit as opposed to MW3. It didn't really matter as much, but we got some trades going early on. Blue Gatorade going to come out on top. Kaizo trying to win another one, but Blue Gatorade onto a 5 spree, just ready for the chow at any moment. Tearing it up. Deadshot kind of running through the back, trying to just get out of dodge for the moment. Cabal working on this bomb plan on the B side. Deadshot is going to find that first one on the lead. More holding the backside. Not able to win that. Zaxaruni comes through with the jump shot. And boy, was it clean. Even Deadshot left alone in a 1v2. Cabal going to take that round as well in convincing fashion.
I mean, 1v2, we saw Zaxaruni get that incredible kill. Great effort by Zax there. We're gonna see it happen again. Or I'm sorry, this is the last kill right here. Zax getting the final kill as well. I mean, great effort out of the guys. Like I said, keeping life advantage. S&D is one of those things where if you don't have life advantage, if you're not keeping up with those trades, then it's gonna become even harder to win these rounds for sure. So great effort winning defense and offense. It's you know, getting out of that cycle, not going 1-for-1. It's a great job for Cabal for sure.
That's exactly where you want to be if you're a search and destroy team, which is where you find yourselves right now. If you're Cabal, a lot of mid-map presence going on. Bomb trying to make its way. Blue Gatorade gonna find another pick, and that's a first blood, but 3 are gonna fall. Kaizo's gonna find 2. Deadshot with 1 as well. Hazer is gonna get the trade onto Kaizo, who was the bomb carrier. Now Deadshot is all by himself. Only a 1v2 situation. Could have been a lot worse. Still a tough situation. Cabal is pretty much always in control.
And that's like what you want to look for in S&D, in control. A 2v1 situation here. Once again, Hazer and Lieb are just gonna post up the one of the subs here doing a great job of keeping his life and just filling in for that role that's necessary. They're staying alive here. Deadshot has some information, throwing that stun, trying to open those doors without having for him to do it. They're just gonna keep throwing some shoulders. Deadshot only has 27 seconds here and has to still get that bomb planted. Shots coming in on him. He has to just back away, try and play his life, but he's getting hunted down. Unfortunate. Cabal is taking these rounds, and it's consistent. So we're hoping for them to keep up this effort moving into the next round. But I mean, all they have to do is just fix a few small mistakes for Savage Revenge on these trades, and they're getting them down for these 1v2 situations. Just got to make it more so where it's 2v2 or switch it up a little bit, you know.
Yeah, just kind of, it's been a few things here or there. It's just not winning a lot of these gunfights, being in some tough situations. I mean, Deadshot, yet again, I talked about him in the hard point, and his name's coming up yet again in the Search and Destroy. He's been the one that's been doing the most for his squad so far. Cabal now with that bomb pretty much in complete control of that A site mid DVD area. Savage Revenge maybe just playing around the outside, looking for a collapse pinch kind of situation. 2 players on each side. I like divvying up that little bit of power here. Bomb is down now. Time to make a play for Savage Revenge.
He was able to get one. Spots the other guy running on the street. He's just running at red dots at this point, trying to see if he can get that trade. Does get caught out though, and so now it is a 3v2 situation for Savage Revenge. This is what you needed to do earlier, trying to keep that man count, making sure that they can keep trades and stay and keep your life. Get that information to your teammate, which they do. Blue Gatorade, though, disgusting, gets 2 kills and is now on the prowl of make it a 1v3 situation for him. Now a 1v1 situation, and he almost spots him, but he stays alive for enough time for Savage Revenge to not be able to get the defuse.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 3v1 situation. I understand that, Blue Gatorade's the hot player in this round, but you think you gotta stick at least one player towards that defusal, one Overwatch, maybe one just go try to find Blue Gatorade and get you some information. And you had the 3v1 and you couldn't get the final, you do get the final kill, but it was too late. And it's just, a little bit of a fumbled situation. What could have been a 1-3 with a little bit of hope and a chance to come back for Savage Revenge. Now staring an 0 in the face, 0 for 4.
I mean, yeah, they had it there. Blue Gatorade keeping up the prowess. They're pushing through Jin. They're getting 2. Leap following him up with the trades as well. Skiv is able to find 2 though, get in, but is in a situation where it's just him at last alive and gets pushed out. If they could have tried to do what the Cabal did this round, last round, and just push a little bit more together and then getting those trades, the same thing would have happened for them in the last round as well.
Yeah, it's just some all-out aggression there from them boys on Cabal right there. Able to get the job done, go up 5-0, just rush right through mid-building. And Savage Revenge, I mean, I don't know. You just start getting more answers or questions than you do answers, I should say. And now another question ahead of you. See if you got what it takes to answer this one.
One last round for Cabal to take. Savage Revenge just hold this defense off here. Skip is able to find 1, but we do have a trade coming in for Hazer. Zach's following up with the second as well. So there's a 3v2 situation for Cabal, making closer and closer towards his B bomb site, but Zach does get caught off. Bomb is pushed up onto this car. Leap trying to hit some shots, but we do have Hazer hitting the flank as well. So working together, Hazer and Leap in a 2v1 situation once again. They have bomb. It isn't planted yet. 46 seconds left. Savage Revenge has some time to keep them off of this.
They do, and it looks like Kaizo's going to try to make a play here. And ever so patient in this back hallway, knowing he's the only player left, kind of trying to play his life, and it worked to perfection. Does get the information, couple of shots out, nothing doing. The pitch comes from his teammate, and the kill goes down. Cabal with a 6-0 victory, dominated in the hard point as well. Not a single round to be had for Savage Revenge in this search and destroy. And there was a couple times we felt they could have had a round here or there, but ultimately it has been Cabal's ball game this entire day so far.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of those rounds just came down to not setting the pace themselves. A lot of times Cabal was able to set the pace for the match, and it was proven, throughout the dominance. Once you set that pace and you're able to get solid momentum together as a team, then that's how you win those rounds. And more and more, it was a good try for the side of Cabal here, or sorry, for Savage Revenge. Sorry about that.
shed a little light on the situation, why don't you?
Right. Yeah, sorry, it's the timing's weird over here. Sunlight just left me, so I got to open up some windows again. But yeah, so just gotta work on working together in these offensive and defensive rounds in this S&D. A lot of it is just working in scenarios and trying to convey that information together with each other. But a lot of times, Cabal seemed to be on top in these rounds. We're moving into a control here, and we'll see what this map is going to be for control. We have a protocol control, so we're going back to protocol once again. We saw what Cabal could do on that map, but will it translate over to control? I mean, we've seen them win in these group play matches. They just, like I said, we have to translate that into the cup as well.
Yeah, and I think they probably will based on how they've played. Sometimes you can see a fall off into search and destroy, especially with a dominating hard point. Maybe you kind of take your foot off the gas a little bit. Not the case at all for Cabal. They've just been rolling this entire series, and I think it's going to continue in protocol control. It's such a difficult game mode to try to win, and Savage Revenge just trying to break that bottom hill. That's going to be a tough one, or even holding it with the way Cabal is shooting. It's not like at the moment Cabal's a little shaky and Savage Revenge is able to try to take advantage of that. Cabal's in the positions they want to be in. They're winning the gunfights. It's just going their way at the moment. And Savage Revenge, you got to find something to try to throw a wrench in that and get them off balance a little bit, whether it's, someone popping a huge two-piece and making sure someone's there for the third and just making sure you can lock something down. Because you've been getting that 2 or 3 piece, let's be honest. It's just been putting it away from there has been the issue for Savage Revenge. So let's see if they can get that next step.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think the control is a great start for that, honestly. Control is one of those game modes that, especially on protocol, I might add, it's very lane heavy once again. So on those defensives, can take control of the map, making sure that you're holding down those lanes, and that's going to be really what they're looking for. Like you mentioned, on that B side of the map, it is difficult to hold or to even break on an offensive perspective. So if they can focus up on their defenses and making sure that they hold down that lane, making sure that their bottoms is covered, then they should be able to take some maps here from Cabal. A lot of it's going to come down to how they work the map together, and if they overcommit on these defensive rounds and aren't able to take any of the kills on the offensive round, especially.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see what goes of that. Map number 3 on its way shortly. Don't go too far. We'll be right back after a short break.
U18 Esports is here with our friends at GamerX Society at the LA Tech Week event in Santa Monica. We're going to be playing some games, having some fun, and giving away some prizes in a special 1v1 showdown event from our friends at GamerX Society. Let's have some fun.
Yeah. Be the first case like John, got it. Whoa, be the first case like. Be the first case like John, got it. Anything wrong, my dogs got it. Them boss I call shot. Sweat a few bags at the raw spot. Where you been trying to rock popping at the hotel? Better run the play for him. Well, before I hit the plate, make the house smell. Throwing up trays and bars, yellow.
Something different, but Encourage is going to get that opening peak, and now he's got a little bit of control over to that B site. What he's going to try and do here is a delayed track tactic, try and whistle out as many of the Unity players as he can. He's doing a fantastic job. Yeah, got to take a dip. It's the hot weather of the UAE, and skill, he's still peaking.
How well you can do on the water. Quite literally, the entire point is in the water. What I've seen so far, there's skill with a 2-piece. That's what I'm seeing, but what I've seen in general on this hard point is that people who tend to swim just above the surface, using this little middle ottoman here for cover, tend to find the most success. That's exactly what Skill's doing, and that's exactly why he's going 20.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, teams are a little flipped at the moment. Savage Revenge is going to be in that the lighter purple. Now we got it right. Cabal is in the lighter purple, as they should be. We are on protocol control. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is map number 3, a 2-0 series lead for Cabal. I am on here with Dash. How you feeling about this one, man?
I mean, honestly, I'm excited to see it. Like I said, this protocol control is definitely going to be super defensive heavy, and making sure that you can hold your defenses for sure. It's going to make sure that on this offense, we already see Savage making their way towards this A point, and they have 2 ticks taken already on this point, slowly advancing as well on both points. This blue Gatorade is on a flank, gets cut down. Give and Mortem combined for 2. So again, taking advantage of this life count, working together onto these points. But Lieb is slowly chipping away at this B point as well. A point is fully captured. Yep. So Cabal is already pushing through. I'm sorry. And hitting their spawn, trying to see what they can do. But Deadshot and Kaizo do get 3, keeping them alive from this B point, pushing them away from it. But we do have, was that Zaxaruni making just a little bit, keeping them closer to the point for Cabal.
Cabal just trying to make their way back. Blue Gatorade in spiral now, down in the back cave, trying to make his way towards that B point. Lieb is going to find a couple, get some clearance for his team. Zax, the first player on the hill, going to hop on off as Hazer is going to fill his spot. Not a tick gone on B. It looks like they're just trying to go for a little bit of a spawn trap here. Is the side of Cabal. Maybe a little salt in the wound, but at the end of the day, the objective is to capture the control point. So, need to focus on that as well. Blue Gatorade finally does get the first tick on over towards B. Cabal still trying to work in something of a spawn trap here. Are battling out is Savage Revenge, but it's just it's tough right now for the side of Savage Revenge. You're just going against a very good team.
Yeah, no, going up top, they only have 5 lives remaining, trying to do what they can do. Lieb is staying up inside of this mid lane, holding down the fort in the middle. Mortem is trying to get some shots back, couldn't get it going though. Just a few more seconds or a minute left remaining just for the time, but only 4 lives. So you have to work this time as best as possible if you are Savage Revenge. Play almost like S&D, but Saxaruni able to get 2, trying to find the 3rd or the 4th if he can find them. But Skiv does cut it down, slowing down the pace just a little bit longer. Lieb running around behind him, unfortunately. As a captive, we are welcome to the new feature of Call of Duty. You can take them captive, slices his throat, calls the night. How do you doing? First map for, I'm sorry, the names are, it is swapped, right? So it's going to be first map for Cabal there.
Yeah, so Cabal does take the round number 1 there. The teams are swapped in Codcaster, so you know, it'll lie to you there, but our overlays are right, so you can trust that at least for the moment. And yeah, you know, that little take from behind there, a little take a hostage is become a popular meme in the Call of Duty with Black Ops 6. Good to see they had a little bit of fun with that. Cabal certainly not taking things too seriously, enjoying the moments they're having, but Savage Revenge looking to take this very seriously, as they do have a chance to pull off a reverse sweep in this series. First round doesn't go your way, so what? There's still plenty more to play, but Lieb is certainly up to task.
Yeah, no, still many more rounds to play, and Deadshot and Skiv are still here. 2 kills for them on the side. They do have a life count pushing into their spawn as well. For Cabal, you have to worry about Skiv and Lieb hitting your hitting your top. Already here, trying to get some kills. Mortem is with him. Giving Mortem or just running through, getting their kills and just pushing through, getting some map dominance for their team. You do have so many more rounds that you can take if you are a Savage Revenge. Like you said, reverse sweep still brewing, still possibility. You just got to keep up that map control for the side of Savage Revenge.
Getting cut down at the moment. Savage Revenge just trying to do their best. Everything that they have tried has just been met with fury by the side of Cabal. Kaizo able to come out with a good trade there on the Blue Gatorade. Just trying to make a mess of things. Zach's gonna find one as well. Not a whole lot of presence towards either of those sites. Mortem closest player towards that B point at the moment. Just trying to get a little overwatch. You do get that presence. A couple of kills are going to come through for Savage Revenge. And they have a pulse. Can they find that kill on Blue Gatorade? No, he's going to cut them down. Now going to work on through the backside is Hazer. Trying to make sure they don't get this point for free. At least give some sort of resistance. Shots a little shaky. But you do clear off the point if you're Cabal. 15 seconds left. Things not looking great for Savage Revenge.
You know, only 10 seconds remaining. Deadshot is here. He could tap onto this point, but he is just playing for a few more kills. He does find one. His teammate is there to help him. They should be able to take this point, and they do have lives here. Or they're only 2 lives short, but with a minute remaining, they can utilize those lives to try and get through and get this 8 point, which is technically the easier point to capture here.
Yeah, definitely. It's favored earlier, so it was a good get there out of Savage Revenge to take care of B, but certainly a lot of overwatch towards this hill as well. Not all that easy to get into it. Definitely a little bit easier with the point change here. B used to be down in the middle in the muck of it all, which used to be an absolute nightmare, but now a little bit more even. Lieb, though, still ripping kids to shreds. Finds one there, teammate picking up another, and this is just another lockdown site for the side of Cabal. Live advantage up by 4, less than 30 seconds for Savage Revenge to get into this hill, which they finally are able to. Now have a couple of players there. They take care of Hazer in back Hilo, and that could be an opening. That could be a chance for Savage Revenge to get something here.
Yeah, no, all they have to do is just stay up on this point. Lieb is there, though, hitting the repinch, making sure that they stay off this time. Zach is on the flank as well, so they have a solid pinch to keep them off of this hill. Only 12 seconds remaining and 3 lives. They have to see if they can make a miracle happen through this mid-map, running to the point. Lieb combines for 2 and possibly finds the 3rd. Slams down on this for the second round. If you are Cabal, taking it 2-0, trying to end it off here.
Yeah, it's certainly in the driver's seat. 2-0 in the control. 2-0 in this series. Cabal can seemingly do no wrong. Lieb, it's a 3.0 KD, ladies and gentlemen. That is 30-10. And from the top, defying death like Jeff Hardy back in the Ruthless Aggression era. My goodness, no fear in his soul whatsoever. And I guess when you're playing as well as Cabal is, it frees you up to do some stuff like that.
Yeah, no, he's looking good. 3.0 KD is going to look nice for sure in the stats for him, as he's going to keep moving forward, trying to see if he can end it off here. Like you mentioned, 2-0 in the series, 2-0 in the control, can look to put a sweep onto the entire series here. Mortem starting off, though, ready, like I said, and waiting. Skiv and Mortem always 2 combining. They just need to keep going on to this point. Deadshot makes it, or sorry, is defending, holding down this lane. Blue Gatorade, though, trying to do what he can do. Hazer, I'm sorry, going fighting for 2, and they do have 3 dead, so they're going to make it onto this B point here. Getting to Lighthouse, all they have to do is try and maintain control on this B point, slowly ticking away, but Kaizo is trying to do what he can do to keep him off point.
Yeah, just take a little bit of piece out of the armor anywhere you can, but you're just going to get set down for your efforts as Blue Gatorade finds another one in top. Cat up towards that cable, and kills just keep flowing Cabal's way. Lives are even at the moment if you're Savage Revenge, so, you know, you can't be too upset about that, but you ultimately have to stop them from capturing these points as Kaizo is trying his darndest to work his way through, does find a pair, and Deadshot is able to find Lieb, so that's an open hill for now. Zach's right back on it, though. Blue Gatorade making a menace through mid-map, trying to find Deadshot. Clean shots are through. Couple of body shots. I think that means good game. Thanks for trying. But now onto the A side as well. Cabal, I mean, they're just doing seemingly whatever they want.
Yeah, I mean, they just have to make sure that they maintain the control on these points. Like you said, it is still control, so they have to capture these points. Mortem and Kaizo doing what they can to keep them off of this point here. A point still has to be taken. B point 2 ticks remaining on there. Maybe they'll try and see if they can capture it, which they are now. Time is slowly ticking away, but they have the entire point captured. It is now a minute added onto that time. 15-15 on lives. Leading Cabal getting 2 as we say that, though.
Working their way downtown, walking fast as Savage Revenge bodies past, and they seem to be homebound for the moment on A site as well. One tick gone. Zach's trying to make a mess through mid, gets a couple of kills. Blue is able to find one as well. Hazer finds the third, only one player left, and that is Deadshot, who falls as well. And now Zax is in your spawn. At least you take care of him. Thank God for Mortem, or else this thing could have gotten real ugly real fast. And now we got some artwork going on in the back by one of our players as Zax is hopping on the hill, takes care of another player as this third tick in the third round looking to come through, but you do get the stop, at least for the moment. If you're Savage Revenge, but Lieb on the pinch is gonna take care of business. TCB, whatever you can do for me. Cabal will take it 3-0 in the control, 3-0 in the series. Savage Revenge, appreciate you, stopping by on stream. Maybe we could see you later if you could make a little bit of a run, but for now, Cabal prevails.
I mean, we move on, like you said, Cabal. Move on 3-0 in this series. So Savage Revenge will drop down to our losers bracket, playing up against, I believe, Infamous Thieves. So we will probably see them soon, or one of those teams soon, and then losers round 2. But we're going into a matchup here where we have Cabal versus Unreal Nightmare as well. Gonna be an interesting series for us to watch. I mean, it's a great series that we saw so far here. Savage Revenge trying to do what they can, but obviously just a slow start with the subs coming in for both sides there. So neither party had their actual team, so we won't actually know what the final outcome would be there. But we do see here Cabal is looking pretty good, and they will, like I said, we will have some switch ups coming on in the rosters in this next matchup. But I mean, so far Cabal keeping up their prowess in that S&D, like I mentioned from the earlier group play matches, and showing that they have their gunny ready and waiting for these respawns as well.
Absolutely going to be interesting to see how the rest of the day plays out. We're going to get match number 2 set up for you. Don't go too far, chat. We'll be right back.
U18 Esports is here with our friends at GamerX Society at the LA Tech Week event in Santa Monica. We're going to be playing some games, having some fun, and giving away some prizes in a special 1v1 showdown event from our friends at GamerX Society. Let's have some fun.
Yeah. Be the first case like John, got it. Whoa, be the first case like. Be the first case like John, got it. Anything wrong, my dogs got it. Them boss I call shot. Sweat a few bags at the raw spot. Where you been trying to rock popping at the hotel? Better run the play for him. Before I hit the plate, make the house smell. Throwing up trays and bars, yellow.
Something different, but Encourage is going to get that opening peak, and now he's got a little bit of control over to that B site. What he's going to try and do here is a delayed track tactic, try and whistle out as many of the Unity players as he can. He's doing a fantastic job. Yeah, got to take a dip. It's the hot weather of the UAE, and skill, he's still peaking.
How well you can do on the water. Quite literally, the entire point is in the water. What I've seen so far, there's skill with a 2-piece. That's what I'm seeing, but what I've seen in general on this hard point is that people who tend to swim just above the surface, using this little middle ottoman here for cover, tend to find the most success. That's exactly what skill's doing, and that's exactly why he's going 20.
On the hill, careful though. You can see everything, but everything can see you. And Legacy going big as Ruizzi goes for the defuse. Almost got it, but Underworld sneaks it away from him. It's a 1v1. Doesn't see him in the smoke, but is able to get the turn and burn in Underworld.
Fine for 3. Swag check. Finds a 2-piece of his own. And that could be the break able to play his life. Taking care of. One left to deal with. He has the cruise missile. SGP wants to put this thing away. Oh my god, Swag onto the 7. They're gonna have to continue to go massive. Big step up, that's gonna be 3 for him.
Once again, to try and win this round, still needs to find these players. Looking to try and find Confident. Will be able to catch him off guard, but it's gonna be Derek who's going for the chow. And Lurk's able to get the 1v2 victory. Oh my goodness.
Running away is easy. You're still giving us up. Running away is easy. You're still giving us up.
In 9. Lose this round, just given the sides as Lux. That would have been up to him to win, but with 7.5 seconds to defuse. So here we go now, going into round number 3. Pick again is going to be
Yep, nobody checks it except Lux might have gotten this.
almost did, getting that 2-piece to begin the round. There's
Alex, and then he gets the.
but that is again surely going to be a valuable return on investment as Super from a distance use their MCW and put bullets through bodies, as now Omid is finding themselves in the same predicament as Legacy last round.
This is horrible. This is why people don't like high rise, because of the spawn trap that comes in. Super picks off one. He now moves to the opposite side, trying to see if he can pick off another one. Not going to be all too successful, and Super decides, you know what? I'll just start moving back, because he's on 6-3. Make this 7. He's got a cruise in his pocket, and he still wants more. He gets another.
Wow.
He's on 8, and this is more the Legacy we saw last game. This is the Legacy that comes and fights, and Super is still going with 9.
One of the points, Volatile is just going to hop on up to kill and be like, what's up, man? Go back to the respawns lobby, and as that's going to be 4 off on Cabal, nearly at 10 lives winning, and Volatile still being an absolute menace here, playing his life is a smart thing to do. 26-16, now over 11 in the deficit.
It's spawn trap heaven. It is complete spawn trap heaven.
Wow.
There's 8.
Oh my
There's
gosh.
9. Votal is on 9 kills. There's a cruise in his pocket.
Oh.
He's still going for 10. Votal is running out of bullets, and Cabal.
U18 Esports is here with our friends at GamerX Society at the LA Tech Week event in Santa Monica. We're going to be playing some games, having some fun, and giving away some prizes in a special 1v1 showdown event from our friends at GamerX Society. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Be the first case like John, got it. Whoa, be the first case like. Be the first case like John, got it. Anything wrong, my dogs got it. Them boss, I call shot. Sweat a few bags at the raw spot. Got a rock popping at the hotel. Better run the play for him. Yeah, before I hit the plate, make the house smell. Throwing up trays and Marshall.
Yeah, they do have to find find something different, but Encourage is going to get that opening peak, and now he's got a little bit of control over to that B site. What he's going to try and do here is a delayed track tactic. Try and whistle out as many of the Unity players as he can. He's doing a fantastic job. Yeah, got to take a dip. It's the hot weather of the U18 and skill. He's still peaking.
How well you can do in the water. Quite literally, the entire point is in the water. What I've seen so far, there's skill with a two-piece. That's what I'm seeing, but what I've seen in general on this hard point is that people who tend to swim just above the surface, using this little middle ottoman here for cover, tend to find the most success. That's exactly what Skill's doing, and that's exactly why he's going
On the hill, careful though, you can see everything, but everything can see you, and Legacy going big as Ruizzi goes for the defuse, almost got it, but Underworld sneaks it away from him. It's a 1v1, doesn't see him in the smoke, but is able to get the turn and burn in Underworld.
Fine for 3. Swag check. Finds a two-piece of his own. And that could be the break able to play his life. One left to deal with. He has the cruise missile. SGP wants to put this thing away. Oh my god, Swag onto the 7. They're going to have to continue to go massive. Big step up, that's going to be 3 for him.
Once again, to try and win this round, still needs to find these players. He's looking to try and find Confident. Will be able to catch him off guard, but it's going to be Derek who's going for the chow. And Lurk's able to get the 1v2 victory. Oh my goodness.
Running away is easy. You're still leaving us high. Running away is easy. You're still leaving us high.
in 9. Lose this round, just given the sides as Lux. That would have been up to him to win, but with 7.5 seconds to defuse. So here we go now, going into round number 3. Pick again is going to be
Yep, nobody checks it except Lux might have gotten this.
almost did, getting that 2-piece to begin the round. There's
Alex, and then he gets the.
but that is, again, surely going to be a valuable return on investment as Super from a distance use their MCW and put bullets through bodies, as now Omid is finding themselves in the same predicament as Legacy last round.
This is horrible. This is why people don't like high rise, because of the spawn trap that comes in. Super picks off one. He now moves to the opposite side, trying to see if he can pick off another one. Not going to be all too successful, and Super decides, you know what? I'll just start moving back, because he's on 6-3. Make this 7. He's got a cruise in his pocket, and he still wants more. He gets another.
Wow.
He's on 8, and this is more the Legacy we saw last game. This is the Legacy that comes and fights, and Super is still going with 9.
One of the points, Volatile is just going to hop on up to kill and be like, what's up, man? Go back to the respawns lobby, and as that's going to be 4 off on Cabal, nearly at 10 lives winning, and Volatile still being an absolute menace here, playing his life is a smart thing to do. 26 to 16, now over 11 in the deficit.
It's spawn trap heaven. It is complete spawn trap heaven.
Wow.
There's
Oh
8,
my
there's
gosh.
9. Votel is on 9 kills. There's a cruise in his pocket.
Oh.
He's still going for 10. Votel is running out of bullets and Cabal.
U18 Esports is here with our friends at GamerX Society at the LA Tech Week event in Santa Monica. We're going to be playing some games, having some fun, and giving away some prizes in a special 1v1 showdown event from our friends at GamerX Society. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Be the first case like John, got it. Whoa, be the first case like. Be the first case like John, got it. Anything wrong, my dogs got it. Some boss I call shot. Sweat a few bags at the raw spot. Where you been? Try to rock popping at the hotel. Better run the play for him. Yeah, before I hit the plate, make the house smell. Throwing up trays and Marshall.
Yeah, they do have to find something different, but Encourage is going to get that opening peak, and now he's got a little bit of control over to that B site. What he's going to try and do here is a delayed track tactic. Try and whistle out as many of the Unity players as he can. He's doing a fantastic
God.
job. Yeah, got to take a dip. It's the hot weather of the UAE, and skill, he's still peaking.
How well you can do on the water. Quite literally, the entire point is in the water. What I've seen so far, there's skill with a two-piece. That's what I'm seeing, but what I've seen in general on this hard point is that people who tend to swim just above the surface, using this little middle ottoman here for cover, tends to find the most success. That's exactly what skill's doing, and that's exactly why he's going 20.
On the hill, careful though. You can see everything, but everything can see you. And Legacy going big as Ruizzi goes for the defuse. Almost got it, but Underworld sneaks it away from him. It's a 1v1. Doesn't see him in the smoke, but is able to get the turn and burn in Underworld.
Fine for 3. Swag check. Finds a two-piece of his own. And that could be the break able to play his life. Take care of. One left to deal with. He has the cruise missile. SGP wants to put this thing away. Oh my god, Swag onto the 7. They're gonna have to continue to go massive. Big step up, that's gonna be 3 for him.
Once again, to try and win this round, still needs to find these players. He's looking to try and find Confident. Will be able to catch him off guard, but it's gonna be Derek who's going for the chow, and Lurk's able to get the 1v2 victory. Oh my goodness.
Running away is easy. You're still leaving us hard. Running away is easy. You're still leaving us hard.
and 9. Lose this round, just given the sides as Lux. That would have been up to him to win, but with 7.5 seconds to defuse. So here we go now, going into round number 3. Pick again is going to be
Being nobody checks it except Lux might have gotten this.
almost did, getting that 2-piece to begin the round. There's
Alex, and then he gets the.
but that is, again, surely going to be a valuable return on investment as Super from a distance use their MCW and put bullets through bodies, as now Omid is finding themselves in the same predicament as Legacy last round.
This is horrible. This is why people don't like high rise, because of the spawn trap that comes in. Super picks off one. He now moves to the opposite side, trying to see if he can pick off another one. Not going to be all too successful, and Super decides, you know what? I'll just start moving back, because he's on 6-3. Make this 7. He's got a cruise in his pocket, and he still wants more. He gets another.
Wow.
He's on 8, and this is more the Legacy we saw last game. This is the Legacy that comes and fights, and Super is still going with 9.
One of the points, Volatile is just going to hop on up to kill and be like, what's up, man? Go back to the respawns lobby, and as that's going to be 4 off on Cabal, nearly at 10 lives winning, and Volatile still being an absolute menace here, playing his life, a smart thing to do. 26 to 16, now over 11 in the deficit.
It's spawn trap heaven. It is complete spawn trap heaven.
Wow.
There's 8.
Oh my
There's
gosh.
9. Volatile is on 9 kills. There's a cruise in his pocket.
Oh.
He's still going for 10. Volatile is running out of bullets, and Cabal.
U18 Esports is here with our friends at GamerX Society at the LA Tech Week event in Santa Monica. We're going to be playing some games, having some fun, and giving away some prizes in a special 1v1 showdown event from our friends at GamerX Society. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Be the first case like John, got it. Whoa, be the first case like. Be the first case like John, got it. Anything wrong, my dogs got it. Them boss I call shot. Sweat a few bags at the raw spot. Where you been trying to rock popping at the hotel? Better run the play for him. Yeah, before I hit the plate, make the house smell. Throwing up trays and Marshall.
Yeah, they do have to find something different, but Encourage is going to get that opening peak, and now he's got a little bit of control over to that B site. What he's going to try and do here is a delayed track tactic. Try and whistle out as many of the Unity players as he can. He's doing a fantastic job. Yeah, got to take a dip. It's the hot weather of the UAE, and skill, he's still peaking.
How well you can do on the water. Quite literally, the entire point is in the water. What I've seen so far, there's skill with a 2-piece. That's what I'm seeing, but what I've seen in general on this hard point is that people who tend to swim just above the surface, using this little middle ottoman here for cover, tends to find the most success. That's exactly what skill's doing, and that's exactly why he's going 20.
It's the living inside.
On the hill, careful though. You can see everything, but everything can see you. And Legacy going big as Ruizzi goes for the defuse. Almost got it, but Underworld sneaks it away from him. It's a 1v1. Doesn't see him in the smoke, but is able to get the turn and burn in Underworld.
Fine for 3. Swag check. Finds a 2-piece of his own. And that could be the break able to play his life. Take care of. One left to deal with. He has the cruise missile. SGP wants to put this thing away. Oh my god, Swag onto the 7. They're gonna have to continue to go massive. Big step up, that's gonna be 3 for him.
Once again, to try and win this round, still needs to find these players. Looking to try and find Confident. Will be able to catch him off guard, but it's gonna be Derek who's going for the chow. And Lurk's able to get the 1v2 victory. Oh my goodness.
Running away is easy. You're still leaving us hot. Running away is easy. You're still leaving us hot.
And 9. Lose this round, just given the sides as Lux. That would have been up to him to win, but with 7.5 seconds to defuse. So here we go now, going into round number 3. Pick again is going to be.
Yep, nobody checks it except Lux might have gotten this.
Almost did, getting that 2-piece to begin the round. There's
Alex, and then he gets the.
But that is, again, surely going to be a valuable return on investment as Super from a distance use their MCW and put bullets through bodies, as now Omid is finding themselves in the same predicament as Legacy last round.
This is horrible. This is why people don't like high rise, because of the spawn traps that comes in. Super picks off one. He now moves to the opposite side, trying to see if he can pick off another one. Not going to be all too successful, and Super decides, you know what? I'll just start moving back, because he's on 6-3. Make this 7. He's got a cruise in his pocket, and he still wants more. He gets another.
Wow.
He's on 8, and this is more the Legacy we saw last game. This is the Legacy that comes and fights, and Super is still going with 9.
One of the points, Volatile is just going to hop on up to kill and be like, what's up, man? Go back to the respawns lobby, and as that's going to be 4 off on Cabal, nearly at 10 lives winning, and Volatile is still being an absolute menace here, playing his life. It's a smart thing to do. 26 to 16, now over 11 in the deficit.
It's spawn trap heaven. It is complete spawn trap heaven.
Wow.
It's
Oh my gosh!
Volatile is on 9 kills. There's a cruise in his pocket.
Oh!
He's still going for 10. Volatile is running out of bullets, and Cabal.
U18 Esports is here with our friends at GamerX Society at the LA Tech Week event in Santa Monica. We're going to be playing some games, having some fun, and giving away some prizes in a special 1v1 showdown event from our friends at GamerX Society. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Be the first case like John, got it. Whoa, be the first case like. Be the first case like John, got it. Anything wrong, my dogs got it. Them boss, I call shot. Sweat a few bags at the raw spot. Where you been? Got a rock popping at the hotel. Better run the play for him. Yeah. Before I hit the plate, make the house smell. Throwing up trays and Marshall.
Yeah, they do have to find something different, but Encourage is going to get that opening peak, and now he's got a little bit of control over to that B site. What he's going to try and do here is a delayed track tactic. Try and whistle out as many of the Unity players as he can. He's doing a fantastic
God.
Yeah, got to take a dip. It's the hot weather of the U18 and skill. He's still peaking.
How well you can do in the water. Quite literally, the entire point is in the water. What I've seen so far, there's skill with a two-piece. That's what I'm seeing, but what I've seen in general on this hard point is that people who tend to swim just above the surface, using this little middle ottoman here for cover, tend to find the most success. That's exactly what Skill's doing, and that's exactly why he's going 20.
On the hill, careful though, you can see everything, but everything can see you, and Legacy going big as Ruizzi goes for the defuse, almost got it, but Underworld sneaks it away from him. It's a 1v1, doesn't see him in the smoke, but is able to get the turn and burn in Underworld.
Fine for 3. Swag check. Finds a two-piece of his own. And that could be the break able to play his life. Take care of. One left to deal with. He has the cruise missile. SGP wants to put this thing away. Oh my god, Swag onto the 7. They're gonna have to continue to go massive. Big step up, that's gonna be 3 for him.
Once again, to try and win this round, still needs to find these players. Looking to try and find Confident. Will be able to catch him off guard, but it's gonna be Derek who's going for the chow, and Lurk's able to get the 1v2 victory. Oh my goodness.
Running away is easy. You're still leaving us high. Running away is easy. You're still leaving us high.
And 9. Lose this round, just given the sides as Lux. That would have been up to him to win, but with 7.5 seconds to defuse. So here we go now, going into round number 3. Pick again is going to be
Being dimmed, nobody checks it except Lux might have gotten this.
almost did, getting that 2-piece to begin the round. There's
Alex, and then he gets the.
but that is, again, surely going to be a valuable return on investment as Super from a distance use their MCW and put bullets through bodies, as now Omid is finding themselves in the same predicament as Legacy last round.
This is horrible. This is why people don't like high rise, because of the spawn traps that comes in. Super picks off one. He now moves to the opposite side, trying to see if he can pick off another one. Not going to be all too successful, and Super decides, you know what? I'll just start moving back, because he's on 6-3. Make this 7. He's got a cruise in his pocket, and he still wants more. He gets another.
Wow.
He's on 8, and this is more the Legacy we saw last game. This is the Legacy that comes and fights, and Super is still going with 9.
One of the points, Volatile is just going to hop on up to kill and be like, what's up, man? Go back to the respawns lobby, and as that's going to be 4 off on Cabal, nearly at 10 lives winning, and Volatile is still being an absolute menace here, playing his life is a smart thing to do. 26 to 16, now over 11 in the deficit.
It's spawn trap heaven. It is complete spawn trap heaven.
Wow.
It's
Oh my gosh.
Votel is on 9 kills. There's a cruise in his pocket.
Oh.
He's still going for 10. Votel is running out of bullets and Cabal.
U18 Esports is here with our friends at GamerX Society at the LA Tech Week event in Santa Monica. We're going to be playing some games, having some fun, and giving away some prizes in a special 1v1 showdown event from our friends at GamerX Society. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Be the first case like John, got it. Whoa, be the first case like. Be the first case like John, got it. Anything wrong, my dogs got it. Them boss I call shot. Sweat a few bags at the raw spot. Where you been? Got a rock popping at the hotel. Better run the play for him. Well, before I hit the plate, make the house smell. Throwing up trays and Marshall.
Yeah, they do have to find something different, but Encourage is going to get that opening peak, and now he's got a little bit of control over to that B site. What he's going to try and do here is a delayed track tactic. Try and whistle out as many of the Unity players as he can. He's doing a fantastic job. Yeah, got to take a dip. It's the hot weather of the UAE, and skill, he's still peaking.
How well you can do in the water. Quite literally, the entire point is in the water. What I've seen so far, there's skill with a two-piece. That's what I'm seeing, but what I've seen in general on this hard point is that people who tend to swim just above the surface, using this little middle ottoman here for cover, tend to find the most success. That's exactly what Skill's doing, and that's exactly why he's going 20.
On the hill, careful though. You can see everything, but everything can see you. And Legacy going big as Ruizzi goes for the defuse. Almost got it, but Underworld sneaks it away from him. It's a 1v1. Doesn't see him in the smoke, but is able to get the turn and burn in Underworld.
Fine for 3. Swag check. Finds a two-piece of his own. And that could be the break able to play his life. Take care of. One left to deal with. He has the cruise missile. SGP wants to put this thing away. Oh my god, Swag onto the 7. They're gonna have to continue to go massive. Big step up, that's gonna be 3 for him.
Once again, to try and win this round, still needs to find these players. Looking to try and find Confident. Will be able to catch him off guard, but it's gonna be Derek who's going for the chow. And Lurk's able to get the 1v2 victory. Oh my goodness.
Running away is easy. You're still leaving us hard. Running away is easy. You're still leaving us hard.
20-9. Lose this round, just given the sides as Lux. That would have been up to him to win, but with 7.5 seconds to defuse. So here we go now, going into round number 3. Pick again is going to be
Yep, nobody checks it except Lux might have gotten this.
almost did, getting that 2-piece to begin the round. There's
Alex, and then he gets the.
but that is, again, surely going to be a valuable return on investment as Super from a distance use their MCW and put bullets through bodies, as now Omid is finding themselves in the same predicament as Legacy last round.
This is horrible. This is why people don't like high rise, because of the spawn trap that comes in. Super picks off one. He now moves to the opposite side, trying to see if he can pick off another one. Not going to be all too successful, and Super decides, you know what? I'll just start moving back, because he's on 6-3. Make this 7. He's got a cruise in his pocket, and he still wants more. He gets another.
Wow.
He's on 8, and this is more the Legacy we saw last game. This is the Legacy that comes and fights, and Super is still going with 9.
One of the points, Volatile is just going to hop on up to kill and be like, what's up, man? Go back to the respawns lobby, and as that's going to be 4 off on Cabal, nearly at 10 lives winning, and Volatile is still being an absolute menace here, playing his life. It's a smart thing to do. 26-16, now over 11 in the deficit.
It's spawn trap heaven. It is complete spawn trap heaven.
Wow.
There's 8.
Oh my
There's
gosh.
9. Volatile is on 9 kills. There's a cruise in his pocket.
Oh.
He's still going for 10. Volatile is running out of bullets, and Cabal.
U18 Esports is here with our friends at GamerX Society at the LA Tech Week event in Santa Monica. We're going to be playing some games, having some fun, and giving away some prizes in a special 1v1 showdown event from our friends at GamerX Society. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Be the first case like John, got it. Whoa, be the first case like. Be the first case like John, got it. Anything wrong, my dogs got it. Some boss I call shot. Sweat a few bags at the raw spot. Where you been? Try to rock popping at the hotel. Better run the play for him. Well, before I hit the plate, make the house smell. Throwing up trays and Marshall.
Yeah, they do have to find something different, but Encourage is going to get that opening peak, and now he's got a little bit of control over to that B site. What he's going to try and do here is a delayed track tactic. Try and whistle out as many of the Unity players as he can. He's doing a fantastic job. Yeah, got to take a dip. It's the hot weather of the UAE, and skill, he's still peaking.
How well you can do on the water. Quite literally, the entire point is in the water. What I've seen so far, there's skill with a 2-piece. That's what I'm seeing, but what I've seen in general on this hard point is that people who tend to swim just above the surface, using this little middle ottoman here for cover, tends to find the most success. That's exactly what skill's doing, and that's exactly why he's going 20.
On the hill, careful though. You can see everything, but everything can see you. And Legacy going big as Luizzi goes for the defuse. Almost got it, but Underworld sneaks it away from him. It's a 1v1. Doesn't see him in the smoke, but is able to get the turn and burn in Underworld.
Fine for 3. Swag check. Finds a 2-piece of his own. And that could be the break able to play his life. Take care of. One left to deal with. He has the cruise missile. SGP wants to put this thing away. Oh my god, Swag onto the 7. They're gonna have to continue to go massive. Big step up, that's gonna be 3 for him.
Once again, to try and win this round, still needs to find these players. He's looking to try and find Confident. Will be able to catch him off guard, but it's gonna be Derek who's going for the chow. And Lurk's able to get the 1v2 victory. Oh my goodness.
Running away is easy. You're still leaving us up. Running away is easy. You're still leaving us up.
In 9. Lose this round, just given the sides as Lux. That would have been up to him to win, but with 7.5 seconds to defuse. So here we go now, going into round number 3. Pick again is going to be.
Yep, nobody checks it except Lux might have gotten this.
Almost did, getting that 2-piece to begin the round. There's
Alex, and then he gets the.
But that is, again, surely going to be a valuable return on investment as Super from a distance use their MCW and put bullets through bodies, as now Omid is finding themselves in the same predicament as Legacy last round.
This is horrible. This is why people don't like high rise, because of the spawn traps that comes in. Super picks off one. He now moves to the opposite side, trying to see if he can pick off another one. Not going to be all too successful, and Super decides, you know what? I'll just start moving back, because he's on 6-3. Make this 7. He's got a cruise in his pocket, and he still wants more. He gets another.
Wow.
He's on 8, and this is more the Legacy we saw last game. This is the Legacy that comes and fights, and Super is still going with 9.
One of the points, Volatile is just going to hop on up the kill and be like, what's up, man? Go back to the respawns lobby, and as that's going to be 4 off on Cabal, nearly at 10 lives winning, and Volatile still being an absolute menace here, playing his life, a smart thing to do. 26 to 16, now over 11 in the deficit.
It's spawn trap heaven. It is complete spawn trap heaven.
Wow.
There's 8.
Oh my
There's
gosh.
9. Volatile is on 9 kills. There's a cruise in his pocket.
Oh.
He's still going for 10. Volatile is running out of bullets, and Cabal.
U18 Esports is here with our friends at GamerX Society at the LA Tech Week event in Santa Monica. We're going to be playing some games, having some fun, and giving away some prizes in a special 1v1 showdown event from our friends at GamerX Society. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Be the first case like John, got it. Whoa, be the first case like. Be the first case like John, got it. Anything wrong, my dogs got it. Some boss I call shot. Sweat a few bags at the raw spot. Where you been? Got a rock popping at the hotel. Better run the play for him. Well, before I hit the plate, make the house smell. Throwing up trays and Marshall.
Yeah, they do have to find find something different, but Encourage is going to get that opening peak, and now he's got a little bit of control over to that B site. What he's going to try and do here is a delayed track tactic, try and whistle out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back. Winners round 2, SGP versus Slain. I am Shake, the _Shake_ and Bake on socials, along with Dash. How we doing, buddy?
I mean, I'm doing good. I'm excited to get back into these matches here. We have an exciting one moving into our winners round 2 here at SGP versus Slain. We saw SGP just come out of a battle against Chaos in a 3-2 fashion, going all the way to that map 5. They did take that S&D. I believe 6-0, I want to say, but we're going in here into this Skyline hard point. Slain already starting off strong. Yusuf, this young gun, starting off 2-2 here with this POV.
Absolutely starting off strong with that lead right for the moment. SGP did have the spawns. They are still in favor of those P2 spawns. Got the left side of the mini-map locked up, so that should be good for them. Only down about 8. So after map P1, which was for the most part going Slane's way, not a bad way to wrap it up if you're SGP. Now you just got to hold this line as Slane tries to make their way through. Yusuf busy and Hyde trading all out through. Hyde comes through the top, but Wandell able to find the last one. The hill is white for the moment. Busy, the last player up top, gets dealt with by Mythical, and Wandell, the Lone Ranger on the point, does get taken down as a couple of trades go through. Yusuf, Mythical, who finds a pair, is able to get on the hill and Slain. They are battling, ready to roll. These two teams seem just about even, and it's only been 2 hills.
Yeah, no, just about even already. Slain is taking over that slight advantage, though, here in this P2. So getting this time, staying on the hill, and also trying to rotate for this P3 as well. Nate and Aries find 2 inside of this kitchen side of the hill, but we have Secret trying to do what he can to stay up, but Hyde and Aries keeping up and making sure that they can keep life advantage, holding this kitchen hill until they can get towards that P2 side, or that P4 side of the spawns. I think Nate here doing a great job pulling out this SMG. We do see Busy here coming in as a sub for Sovereign, not in their starting lineup. So he was a part of their success last weekend in the preseason cup. We'll see if he can help them out in this side of this first cup as well, to try and take this first map.
See if they got the recipe for success. I'll tell you right now, Slain looking good with their 4-stack. P3 is rolling at the moment. Secret getting a pair there. Nate trying to lock things down on the P1 side, maybe set up a little bit of a pinch, but Hyde trying to work his way as the reinforcements get cut down. Yusuf finding one, but gets traded out. Hyde able to make it a pair, but Mythical gonna shut that one down. Busy on the pinch right there for the follow, so no time really amounting here. Too much for Slain at the end. Scraps are going to go towards SGP, still find themselves in a deficit, but what you do have is 1 player on Slain, but a couple did fall. Wandell, the last one, is going to find 2. Mythical did find 1 throughout that middle map, so the point is in control of Slain for the moment with 4 dead for SGP. They're in control.
Yeah, keeping solid control here. They're making sure that they can keep momentum on this hardpoint, as it is going to be crucial to moving into the rest of these maps here. You want to keep that momentum against a team like SGP. Solid players, solid slayers, and if they can keep up this slaying control for the side of Slain, they can take this first map as it is looking here. They do get this last 25 seconds, have a few players from the side of SGP trying to stay up and trying to maybe get some of this time, but they're gonna just play it slow and focus on these next hills, as Nate and Busy is a 4 dead for the side of Slain. So but we still maintain time here for Slain, going to push through and try and get this next hard point.
Trying to roll on through a big deficit. SGP has to climb here. First set of rotation is all dead. Hyde able to find 1 with Aries. Working on out through here, trying to work those P2 spawns as well. That is important. Didn't amount to much for SGP for the first set, but it is important to try to keep those in mind. Meanwhile, nobody really touching the point throughout the P1. Secret able to find the time and the kill as well. Aries is going to pick one up in that backside. Meanwhile, a couple of more kills do come in through SGP, who find themselves a touch on the hill.
Yeah, no, they're kind of getting on that hill, so trying to stay, or SGP is trying to keep staying away from it, slowly chipping away at that lead. Only about a 40-point margin for the side of SGP now as we're moving into this office hill. I believe once again Busy is in the back, so he's gonna try and get this this kill here. Is able to kill Wandel, but Yusuf is there for the trade, holding down this back plat area. They do have the rotations. It look like as 8 is on that piano front door as well. Piano steps holding it down, but we do have a 4 dead. Hyde getting 2, getting into that hill, trying to make sure that they can stop this momentum coming from Sling.
Desperately needed is a big chunk of hill time out of SGP here. So far, locking it down early on this P2. One player in Mythical is trying to work that flank. Did find Busy and finds Hyde as well. So that's going to be a lot of issues now for SGP as Slane find themselves on the hill for the moment. But Nate able to deal with the lone player. Finds the second and the third. Oh my goodness. Thank God Wandel was there, or that would have went horribly for Slane, who was still in control of the point for the moment. Hyde gonna hit the up down real quick, but it's still mostly in control of Slane. They're doing an excellent job of just being able to win these gunfights, and they're not even necessarily ahead of these rotations. They're actually a little bit behind, but their braking has just been so effective in their ability to win the gunfights when they need them.
Yeah, they're kind of doing a mixture of both here, as like setting up when they have it, and also just trying to maintain the composure on the hill, and really setting the pace for themselves each hill if they don't have the setup that they want. We saw in that last hill, Yusuf was keeping that top plat area. He was the only one there, but he was just staying alive, waiting for his teammates' help, and they're kind of doing the same thing every single time on these hills as well, as Yusuf and Wandel is able to find 2. Secret gets a team kill there, but makes up for the third as well, as Busy's the last one inside of that bid, trying to hit through mid and do something. His rest of his teammates spawning up, trying to see if they can make something happen from Kitchen's side.
Trying to get something going, and oh, there's that man Wandel one more time in the kitchen, trying to find a third, but Busy is going to pick him up from the opposite side. Not necessarily able to check every single angle at once, but there's trades galore going on through this map. Slane able to keep their head just above water, but SGP, they are set up for this P4 all over the place. You got a player locking down in back, which is something you're going to want to have, but Mythical is aware of that as well. Takes care of that player way in back in Aries, and it just looks like Slane is a little bit more prepared for these strategies at the moment. You do get some trades to go back, but unfortunately, if you're SGP, Aries is the only one near it. You spawned all the way out.
Spawning all the way out. They do have the back spawns though. You are back pressure as well. Busy is able to get a 3-piece. Aries combines for the 4th, so you have all players dead if you are for the side of SGP, holding on to what you can, slowly again trying to chip away from this lead that is now about a 70-point lead. Once you finish up this hill, Wandel's gonna see if he can maybe hit this hill one more time, slow them down just a little bit, keep them off, which they do. He gets one, the teammate hops on, gets another. That is a 3 dead situation. Make that 4 for Wandel, 31 and 22, and he knows that they're spawning in the back, slowly sliding out, trying to stay alive, but gets away. Nice little 4-piece beforehand though.
What a way to do it. Dice it up, a little 4-piece to go. Thank you very much. Slane over the 200-point mark now, but the hill, the P1 is in control of the guys in pink until Yusuf comes through and says, it's mine now. Busy able to take care of him. Can he follow the second onto Wandel, a man who has just been absolutely lighting up the scoreboard? I know it may not be true, but 31 and 25 is something impressive to look at either way. Slane doing an excellent job across the board. He's not the only player playing well. Mythical well over 30 in his own right, cruising towards what could be a nice map 1 victory for them. Still about 20 seconds needed, but they're looking good. They're set up for P2.
Yeah, no, and it's always hard, especially with COD right now in the state. It's hard to tell if the scoreboard is correct or if it's incorrect, but we're going to assume that it's correct here with this. We have 2 30 bombs from the side of Slane doing everything that they can. SGP, Nate, and Hyde trying to do what they can, as well as Busy trying to make sure something happens in the kills aside, but just not translating towards the hill, as we have 4 seconds for Slane to take it here. Map 1, Skyline, 250 to, I believe, what was that, 127 or so? For Slane, take 124, 250 to 124. Slane U18 taking the first map.
Yeah, just a hair better than a double up there for Slane. Excellent job. They were just able to do whatever it took. If it was winning rotations, they did that once in a while. If it was a break, they were able to do that as well. And when I said late early on, I didn't necessarily mean after the hill pop, but SGP was just cutting their losses in these hills earlier than Slane was. They were able to stay in the hill, but when they were able to get to those rotations, they were just winning all those gunfights as well. So you're able to get a great map number 1 victory off SGP, who just battled 5 maps in a row. Maybe a little bit tiring on the mental, so maybe map number 1 isn't a true testament, but still, it's a great start for Slane.
So yes, sorry, I was muted there. Great start, absolutely, from both sides. I mean, like you mentioned, SGP is coming off of a 5 map series there just a few minutes before this, so it can be tiresome coming into a next map right off the rip. But I mean, Slane is also coming off of a map as well, so you never really know. It could just be, you know, firepower showing out. They're ready, they're warm, and we're excited to see. We're moving into this map 2, which let's check now to see what we are looking at. Let's see. Map 2 is going to be Skyline again. So we're moving right back into Skyline. Obviously we saw what Slane did in that hard point. S&D is a little bit different of a game though. Obviously slower pace, less lives, more action. Hopefully we can see if SGP can come out here, tie it 1-1, or if Slane's just going to take it and come out in the fashion 2-0.
Yeah, and you certainly look to that. If you're SGP, think, well, maybe the hard point didn't go our way, but if we can slow things down and start picking them apart and maybe play a little bit more methodical. I think they got caught out a bunch of times and it just kind of snowballed from there for them. So that's definitely looking for a regain. Same map, and you know, Skyline S&D, that's a good one too.
Yeah, no, absolutely a great one. I'm excited for it. I love me and some S&D in general, and Skyline is probably my favorite map so far inside of this game. So excited to watch it, excited to get into it. I'm not too sure how many we have in the lobby, but once we get right back to it, we'll let you guys know, and we'll be right back after this break. U18 Esports is here with our friends at GamerX Society at the LA Tech Week event in Santa Monica. We're going to be playing some games, having some fun, and giving away some prizes in a special 1v1 showdown event from our friends at GamerX Society. Let's have some fun.
Yeah. Be the first case like John, got it. Whoa, be the first case like. Be the first case like John, got it. Anything wrong, my dogs got it. Some boss I call shot. Sweat a few bags at the raw spot. Where you been trying to rock popping at the hotel? Better run the play for him. Well, before I hit the plate, make the house smell. Throwing up trays of Marshall.
Something different, but Encourage is going to get that opening peak, and now he's got a little bit of control over to that B site. What he's going to try and do here is a delayed track tactic, try and whistle out as many of the Unity players as he can. He's doing a fantastic job. Yeah, got to take a dip. It's the hot weather of the UAE, and skill, he's still peaking.
How well you can do on the water. Quite literally, the entire point is in the water. What I've seen so far, there's skill with a two-piece. That's what I'm seeing, but what I've seen in general on this hard point is that people who tend to swim just above the surface, using this little middle ottoman here for cover, tends to find the most success. That's exactly what skill's doing, and that's exactly why he's going 20.
side.
On the hill, careful though. You can see everything, but everything can see you. And Legacy going big as Ruizzi goes for the defuse. Almost got it, but Underworld sneaks it away from him. It's a 1v1. Doesn't see him in the smoke, but is able to get the turn and burn in Underworld.
Fine for 3. Swag.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We didn't go too far. We're staying right on Skyline. Map number 2, still Slane versus SGP. It's Dash and Shake getting on board here with Nate planting the bomb early, but Secret is going to find the first blood. Yusuf finds another, and the bomb doesn't go down. Mythical's going to find him. Wandell finds another. The bomb does go down. My apologies. And my apologies to SGP because Slane's not being very nice at the moment. The defuse is going down. Either way, they did have victory in sight, but they wanted to send a message as well. And if map number 1 wasn't enough, I think they got it there.
I mean, for sure. We saw it quickly. Yusuf was already at their spawn steps, just shooting at the person in spawn, holding down their pinch. With the SMG ready to go. Like they had 4 dead before the bomb was even fully planted, or I'm sorry, 3 dead before the bomb was fully even planted, and we kind of even saw it there. As soon as it was planted, he had nowhere to go. First round goes to Slane, but this time we have quick action. Nate is there for the trade though, gets a quick 2-piece. Busy finds the third mid map, so now we're in a 2v1 situation for SGP, quickly turning it around. Mythical left last alive, hitting this P2 inside of this piano step area, just kind of holding, seeing if he can maybe catch one off guard or Shake.
Way to work back and take the aggression to him if you're SGP. You come out of that craziness that happens towards that A bomb site most of the time. You're able to come away with that 2v2, able to get that 1 kill, leave Mythical all by himself, and then you run into both players. That's never fun work.
Yeah, never fun at all. They kind of had the plan available, but they obviously wanted to push through. And they still do get the kill. It's hard to do a 1v2, especially inside of this game mode. No stims, it's not Black Ops 3. Welcome back to reality. You got 1 life. Gotta poop on 2 kids. I'm sorry, not Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4. Apologies, Black Ops 2. But we got to move back in, got to fight against 2 people, not able to really do that. So moving into this next round, Busy does find 1, Hyde's able to find another. So a quick 4v2 situation for SGP here.
Yeah, great situation, and now all you have is Yusuf back alone in his spawn, able to find 1, gets dealt with quickly. 2 rounds in a row now for SGP, and that's another good round out of them. They just get that early first blood, and it was a lot of aggression. I'm not sure that Slane was necessarily prepared for SGP to just fly at them the way they did on offense, but, you know, it worked out.
Yeah, definitely doesn't look like they were prepared. Worked out for SGP. They're pushing straight through. 2-1 now in this situation. They obviously want to take this S&D here, try and tie the map, or I'm sorry, the series count 1-1. We're starting off here with SGP, or I'm sorry, Secret taking the bomb on this offensive side, and they're hitting straight through this mid map, going straight to A side. Caught off guard by that bid though. Busy catches 1, allowing Nate to get a 2-piece mid map, and SGP take that round quicker than ever.
They are just running it up mid and hoping they're getting these gunfight wins, and it has been successful so far. You see Hyde there sneaking the kill. Mythical is able to find 1. Good team shots there, able to put that thing away, but it's just been aggression for them. There's nothing fancy about what's going on for SGP. They're just pushing right on up through mid, winning some gunfights.
Absolutely, winning some gunfights and making sure that they're holding on the lanes necessary there. If you're on the side of Slane there, you're pushing through that bed, you absolutely want to have eyes on that bottom piano, and looks like nobody had eyes there. In the same spot Secret is now, he was able to find 1. Secret is able to find 1 himself. Mythical combining for another before getting taken out there. I think as we know, the kill feed is a little bit off, so I'm not too sure it was Mythical taken. I'm not too sure he got the trade for him, but Wandell is able to get another as well, making it a 1v3 situation. Nate lasts alive for SGP.
Yeah, a little bit of a different situation for SGP, finding themselves off. Nate by himself trying to make some magic happen, but Slane just put that one to bed. Gets a round back in their favor, 3-2 now. I mean, you don't want to go down 4-1. That's basically a death sentence. Yeah, you still got room to go, but the other team is basically knocking on that door, so excellent work for Slane, especially against a team like SGP. You don't want them to get hot and start feeling any type of confidence and start running away with this thing. I know there's a lot of talk about them being one of the, top rosters to watch, and Slane wants to put themselves in that conversation. Map 1 certainly was a convincing argument, battling back in the map number 2 now.
I mean, yeah, we saw them get a top 3 placing inside of our preseason cup, so not surprising to see them up here battling against SGP here. They just have to try and close it out, taking that map 1, trying to close it out, and they get a 2-0 lead here. But the Nate and Hyde, I believe, combined for 2, making it a 2v2 situation. Wandale hitting low piano is probably going to be able to spot one here on this bomb, but he does have to plant. Slowly has to work towards this bomb site. Is able to find one, going to jump and dive away. Hyde trying to trace him, is able to spot him slowly before regaining, but we do have the bomb site open, and he gets a check, but I don't think he's going to see the player crossing and going to this poolside area. Crazy timing here.
Mythical in a difficult position, and the timing is just absolutely insane here. Neither player able to spot the other, but Hyde might have just made the play to spot him out, but no, Mythical just decides, I don't want to go there anymore. Hyde now on the chase, knowing he's probably going towards A. Great play there, and my goodness, that got a little squirrely there once Mythical finally decided what he wanted to do. I mean, Hyde, there's only one spot he can go with that little time on the clock. All you have to do is win the gunfight. Mythical was a little shocked there by Hyde's appearance. So there you go, SGP, another round.
I mean, they were playing like Ring Around the Rosie on the map. I'm sure Mythical was just as surprised there to see him jumping at him at that bomb site as Hyde really was to get there. But, like you said, there's only a few places that he can be. He already checked B bomb, can only be on that A bomb site. Just a few different lanes chosen, and Mythical probably spots him there. But Secret is able to spot one. We do have a car thrown down as well, and Yusuf is trying to make something happen. Mid-map bottom bed, crazy gunfights happening. No one is able to be killed there, but Secret is there for his help, is able to find Hyde. Bomb is down. Aries spots Secret though, gets that trade for Hyde. It's now a 2v2 situation. Yusuf and Mythical last alive, trying to see if they can work together to make this one happen.
Oh, baby, and a couple of trades go down. Now it's down to Yusuf, and it's down to Aries in the 1v1. Opposite sides of the map, Aries laying in wait, seeing if he can spot any information on Yusuf, and patience may pay off for him, or does it? Oh, breaking the glass, the gunshot, he came with a chow, and the shots were true. SGP is up 5-2.
Great shots there out of Aries, getting that final kill. 5-2, trying to look to tie it here. Call that first map a fluke, show that they are ready and waiting to go on, take this to a map 4 and maybe even a map 5 if Slane is still fighting back. But hopefully we can maybe see if Slane can turn it around here. I mean, we've seen this happen before, where a variance of this roster has lost in a 5-2 situation, 5-1 situation on a S&D. So we'll see if maybe Slane can make something happen here. We saw them start off strong in that first round. Just need to continue here.
Everything and anything is possible if you truly believe. How I Met Your Mother fans get it. If not, lock in. As busy as locking in, and there's the squad wipe. It's a fatality. Flawless finish. SGP is going to walk away with the map win, and I don't think they appreciated those body shots map 1.
Yeah, no, definitely got that a swift round executed perfectly by SGP there. They started off that round just piecing off the other team one by one, making it simple, talking a little chatter inside of the game chat as well. I'm glad that we cannot hear it. I don't really know, but Wandale doing what he can, Slane doing what they can, trying to continue dominance moving into that S&D, but SGP does prevail, making it 1-1 inside of our series here. So we're going into this control, and let's go on ahead and check what map we have here. Excited to kind of see what kind of maps we have going into this. We have a protocol control. So once again, we saw it last series on stream. It's going to be super heavy on that B side of the map, making sure that you can control that B side and taking that side of the map, and on defense especially. And on offense, it's going to be a harder control to take. It's going to be a harder point to manage. But if you can get it off early, might as well. Just got to make sure that you keep up on that life count in trading as well. I mean, we're going straight into it. Shake there. The kids are ready to go, loading straight into it. Who do you got taking it here?
That's a tough one. I like the way SGP rallied in that search and destroy, but I like the longevity ability of Slane. I think maybe they got a little bit ahead of themselves in that S&D, and it kind of got away from them. But, you know, it's a long series. It's a best of 5. I think I have Slane winning the control. It's on protocol. It's a little weird. B is out in the open now, so it's a little bit different. But, yeah, Slane takes a 2-1 lead.
Hey, I can see that. I'll back you up here. I'll say Slane as well. I'm loving an underdog story. I always say it. Excited to get it off here. Starting off with this Slane secret secret POV. He does get one. Wandale combining. Yusuf getting a team wipe as well. Almost getting all 4. Nate is able to find that trade on Yusuf though. Wandale ready and waiting for the trade as well. Pushed up in their spawn, trying to keep them away from this hill as long as possible. And we have them going ready and waiting. 24 and 27 already in lives. Slane ahead.
I mean, apparently Yusuf didn't learn a lesson last map with the early game body shots. He does it yet again. There's certainly a lot of passion flowing in this lobby, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot of blue flowing in the kill feed at the moment. That is another 4 dead for Slane. SGP has barely been able to get out of their spawn, except for a couple of players here or there finding a kill, but ultimately not able to get any presence on either one of these points with less than 30 seconds left to go in the round. Slane is firmly in control. You do touch the hill for a moment if you're SGP. You do get a couple players over there. One's going to fall. Another player left. That is Nate, able to get that trade. Aries now on B by himself is able to get that pressure and get that first tick at the very least. But still, there's only 20 seconds for them to try to make a hill go.
Yeah, only 1 tick on this B point. They have to try to get this timer slowed down just a little bit, as Hyde is able to find one. Busy finds another. It's a 3v4 situation on the map. Can Slane slowly get them off, as Wandale is able to find one, stopping them over on that B side progress. But A is slowly still ticking away. Only 18 to 11 in lives though. So even if they take this hill, they do still have lives and to remaining. But they are slowly getting them off. Only 10 seconds remaining, as Slane has gotten through almost every corner except Hyde, making it onto this point. Last person, I believe, as close as possible to this B side. And if they don't make it onto it here, they do. They get that 8 points. So they do have a minute, but only 6 lives, Shake.
Yeah, that's the big issue, is you only have 6 lives, and you do have the time, but it's Mythical and crew ready to set up. They know exactly where you're coming from. Yusuf up in that top cat area looking for some players, jumps down, finds one, can't quite get the second. Nate able to pick that one up. You do get a little pressure on that side. Big gunfight win from Aries to get that pressure, maybe a little bit of stack onto B. Less than 1 tick to go. Nobody from Slane in the neighborhood. SGP steals it in 2 different situations. They go over to A when B wasn't working, get that done nice and tidy, and right when we thought they only had 6 lives, it wasn't gonna work, they get one wave that kills and they lock it right up.
Yeah, they definitely locked it up, and all they have to do is just try and maintain this pressure on the map, especially on defense. Like I said, it's a big decider round for this map. They have to make sure that they win their defenses, and it's for SGP taking that round. It's big for SGP to take an offense. If they can lock down this defense here, take a 2-0 lead, they may be here for some dominance on this control as well.
Let's see if they can keep it rolling. early on that defensive side. You see the pressure from SGP trying to get some of these kills as well, but Yusuf is going to pop that double and clear it all away. Secret finding the third. One player is still up for SGP. Wandell does spot him, gets that kill, but he is the only player left alive. You do get that one tick, a successful first push for Slane to be slightly in control of the lives as well, and the ticks, they're working for him too.
24 to 23 in live, so just have to keep working through that mid map. Hyde is working to push up to their spawn as much as possible, but getting held out. Nate does end up finding one, trying to help that SMG push up to the middle of the map, but Yusuf and Mythical keeping that locked down, as they do have to keep trying to apply pressure onto these points. Busy keeping them though for as long as he can though, or keeping them off for as long as he can though, pushing through to their side of the map. We have some progression onto this A point, but Nate and Hyde are making sure that they keep eyes on this hill. No progression towards this B side, only just focus on this A point, which, I mean, good for the team to work together, but have to try and make sure that they can get towards these hills as well with only 30 seconds remaining.
Aries and Nate are just making life a nightmare for Slane at the moment, camping out this white building, knowing you have to pass through or around there at some point. You're either going to find them or get information. You finally do deal with Aries. That's good for you, but Nate is still up there being an absolute nuisance. And yet again, we're left to less than 20 seconds on the clock for an offensive team to try to clutch up, but SGP looks like they have the reins on this one. Couple more kills need to come through before they can officially stamp it over, but less than 10 seconds to go, and one player left up near the hill. Hyde is gonna find him, and that should just about do it. Last second dive, no, the contest will come through. Slane, their heart is beating.
Yeah, their heart is beating, trying to make sure that things stay on to this point. Mythical does get cut down, and so does Yusuf. Last one that remains on this point is going to be Wandell, but he gets cut down as well. Nate and Hyde there for the kills to keep their lives intact. 2-0 lead inside of this control. Trying to continue this dominance moving into this S&D, trying to slow them down from that hard point slaying power that we saw from Slane. So hopefully they can continue this dominance here, but maybe we can see Slane try and take it or turn it around here and come back on a 3-2 sleep.
Yeah, need the reverse sweep in the control to get this map win. If they don't, we still have a guaranteed map number 4 coming. Series is tied up at 1 apiece. SGP looked really convincing in the S&D and now dominating in the control. Not over just yet for them. A couple of trades go down. Yusuf able to pick that up on Busy. Secret finds another one. Hyde finding one on getting traded out by Yusuf immediately after, who's now posted up on this A site trying to lock down middle map. Wandell trying to make that advance push towards white that we saw SGP take last time on their defense, but SGP was prepared for it. They get 3 dead and now have their beat onto A.
Yeah, they're trying to get move on to this point as fast as possible, capturing for the most part. Yeah, I believe there's a 3 stack onto this hill, so this hill is probably going to be taken. As I say that, Secret and Mythical do get 3, so they stop that progression as I speak. A point still a tick to be taken, but Busy trying to do what he can to make sure he can clear the way for his teammates to finish that off. Yusuf Wandell combining for 2 and keeping them as off as well.
Nothing like some last moment heroics there. Slane able to step up to the task, stop that A capture from coming through, and working on the B site as well. You did have a player out there. Yusuf was able to find Busy, trying to work something maybe through towards that B site, but nothing doing. Aries was just prepared for someone to rappel up there and does take down Yusuf. And that's the opening onto the B site, stopping the clock with about 25 seconds left. Aries in a great position to take Overwatch for his squad. You do have Hyde in a nuisance position as well, just laying down this bottom rock. Wandell gets spotted out by Aries, and now SGP looking completely different because they were working on A site as well, and that's an extra minute.
Yeah, they were working on both sites there, and we saw Slane trying to kind of split their push a little bit, and it wasn't working as both the sides were able to be progression was able to be taken from both points, and we saw A get taken quickly, B just taken just as fast, making it a 3-0 in our control here. 2-1 in the series though, so we do, like you said, we still have another map to go to, and I'm excited to see this hard point. If Slane can continue the powers that they had going into that first map, all they have to do is just keep composure. They can do it here, locking in, making sure that they keep this series going just a little bit further, as we see, as I said, a 3-0 in this control protocol, and scoreboards are a little bit off here, but we see non-traded kills. Everybody, for the most part, on both sides, try doing what they can, same amount of kills on both sides, so trying to do what they can, but SGP show out and show a little bit of maybe they've just been on the control reps a little bit more than Slane has. So a lot of this game mode is all reps and knowing situations. So we go here, we move into our map 4, Shake. I'm excited to see it. Let's see if I can see what our 4th map is going to be. We're staying on protocol. Our last 2 maps are going to be on protocol as well. So we're a familiar map for SGP. They took this map here. We'll see if Seeker can come out on top and maybe winning that 4th map. Who do you got, Shake, before we go to a quick break?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. I think SGP is rolling. I feel like that first map really was not a fair representation. They've been rolling ever since. Into the break, I'm going with SGP taking it in a 3-1 fashion.
SGP 3-1. Let's see if he's true. We're going to a quick break. U18 Esports is here with our friends at GamerX Society at the LA Tech Week event in Santa Monica. We're going to be playing some games, having some fun, and giving away some prizes in a special 1v1 showdown event from our friends at GamerX Society. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Be the first case like John, got it. Whoa, be the first case like. Be the first case like John, got it. Anything wrong, my dogs got it. Some boss I call shot. Sweat a few bags at the raw spot. Where you been trying to rock popping at the hotel? Better run the play for him. Well, before I hit the plate, make the house smell. Throwing up trays and bars, yellow.
Here we go, protocol map number 4. It's a hard point this time. Yusuf, another 2-piece to start the game. I feel like I say that quite often, getting it rolling early time for his team as well. Trying to leverage a little bit of P2 momentum if they can get some of these kills and push up. But you will take whatever time you can get at the moment. It's a little bit easier said than done to win those gunfights in those top buildings, especially if we've got someone posted up. SGP finally does get a kill, gets a break, trying to get a little bit of time on the backside. That could be a little bit of an opening for Slane to work towards P2, but Busy is going to find Yusuf on that rotation, but Mythical with the clean beams.
Yeah, clean beams, getting them a 3-piece out of Mythical there. Great shots from the kid, but Nathan Aries trying to slow them down just a little bit, as we do see, like I said, Slane's prowess from the first hard point kind of showing out on this map here again. So we'll see if we can continue going into this P2 here. Hyde trying to hit this hill, just hitting it straight out from the top. He does get shot, turned on by Wandale. Great shots coming out of the kid. That is 3 dead for the side of SGP. Make that 4 as Yusuf gets a 2-piece. Great time here as they can try and if they can try and keep this lead, chipping away and just staying ahead of time, they can probably win this map here.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely looking like a hard point team, playing very well just as they did in the map number 1. Aries is able to get a kill, but it's more of the same. The time SGP gets, that doesn't last long, and if it does, it's usually only scrap. Nate is able to get a couple of kills through mid-map there, rotating on over towards P3 on the flank. Able to get that kill on the Mythical. 1 player left. Can he get him? No, I think he ran out of bullets. But Hyde right there for the trade. SGP should be in control of this hill, looking for their first bit of substantial time in the series.
Yeah, if they can get a good hold here, they can try and take the lead as we see Slane here coming up from the bottom. Yusuf trying to hit the top, but does get cut down. They're trying to see if they can hit this hill as a solid push together, but Busy and Aries holding down the back line. A fight going down on the hill, but Aries comes on top for the trades. So we have SGP here getting majority of this hill time, slowly getting chipping away at this lead as they're only down by about 7 points coming into this, and we may see a lane change coming, or sorry, a lane change, a point change coming here, lead for SGP after this hill.
Excellent work for SGP, locking it all down. Not only that, they're doing it quite efficiently, getting all the kills as well. Hyde popping a huge 3-piece down below. This kid's diving all over the place onto a 5 spree, 14 and 8 now for Hyde. It looks like Aries is on a 5 spree as well, so SGP finally starting to take flight in a hard point. Didn't see it in a map number 1 whatsoever, but finally coming to form like we saw in maps number 2 and 3, and that is just set up and knocked down. SGP gets a 4 dead and now a 30-second lead.
Yeah, and they chain those 2 points together, so we see a nice lead getting put together for Aries and Co, or for SGP and Co here. But that is two piece coming for the side of Hyde. Nate trying to stay up in the point as well, trying to gather as much time as possible as he does a little ring roar on the Rosie, making Yusuf guess as the rest of his teammates follow up behind him, getting a solid another I think about 50 seconds from this time as well, and looking like they are set up rotating for new as well. But Wandale is trying to break through. Little love taps coming in from Nate, but Busy is there for the trade.
Yeah, getting a couple of kills, just trying to clear out that mid-map area the best you can, high or low. You don't want to have to deal with those zip lines and worry about pressure coming from any different place than either the front or the back, trying to minimize any questions you may have. But SGP right now getting some kills, and they continue to light up the feed. That's another 3 dead for them. Secret, the only player left alive, just kind of maybe hanging out towards that P2 side, maybe try to work a flank up towards the mid side, and there you go. Mythical is able to get that kill. Behind is right there, following up with that trade, and there's Secret on that flank I was talking about. Doesn't pay off for much, but it distracts SGP long enough to work through the front side, and the hill is theirs for Slane. But Busy, oh my goodness, the nades and the shots are all good, and a 4 spree for him.
Yeah, and he's getting a 5th, make that a 6, holding down the lanes, possibly a 7th coming in here as he fills up the feed. All busy, all business, and he saw them rotating towards that new hill as well on an 8 spree, maybe making it more, as he's in the perfect spot to hold down the lane for his team to capture the rest of this hill time as well.
Oh my goodness, what looks so good for Slane is now looking so desperate. But if you can hit that reset right now, that wave of kills could be exactly what you needed. You have firm control, you got some players looking over towards mid, trying to work on those trades. Yusuf, the last player alive, trying to find Aries, working his way through mid, and now you got Slane a little bit confused, a little bit on the open. And that's a great nade from Aries up over the top. SGP was able to find a break, but the trade comes off a 2-piece from Secret.
Yeah, they're getting some of this time, chipping away at the lead, probably going across this 100-point mark here, unless Hyde and yeah has something to say about that, keeping them just ever so slightly away from that. But almost at that 100-point mark, Wandale is in the back. He is able to find one. Yusuf finds another, so they're just searching for 2, trying to get some control here. But Nate does spawn there, getting 1. Yusuf is still here though, trying to see if he can stay alive for just a few moments longer and help his team gain control.
SGP looking to bring this thing to the 200-point mark if they're able to lock it all the way down, but Wandale had something to say about that. SGP still has control of the hill, and they just keep firing. Everywhere Slane goes, it seems like SGP is prepared, and you have to win some sort of extraordinary gunfight. And speaking of that, Secret, some clinical shots there, looking for another, gets that one, some help with the distraction from his teammate, but Busy just working right through the back, able to pick up those trades. Hyde finds a couple, Busy gets a second, and SGP just always seems ready on this map. They're just so much better put together than they were in the first one.
Yeah, they're doing a great job in this one here, making sure that they can maintain dominance on the map, as well as just making sure that they have rotations here. Doing a great job of Wandale, slowly chipping, trying to do something and getting two-piece to start off this hill, holding it down for his team. He is going to just get stunned and caught off, probably a little bit hurt from a nade there, but gets killed by a Hyde. But his teammates are there for the trade. 3 dead for SGP, trying to make something happen. Slowly got over that 100-point mark, only about a 70-point deficit coming into the game.
Yeah, still a large way to go for Slade, but certainly not out of this thing just yet. SGP still is controlling this P4. Wandale tries to make the superhuman play, but SGP, there's so many players to deal with. They're not fanning out too far. You do see one player kind of roam out towards the field side there, towards the boat, but really everyone's just kind of hunkered down towards this hill, now starting to fan out towards the P1, but SGP's just playing this exactly how they want to.
Yeah, they're playing, setting the tone and setting the pace, exactly what Slane was doing that first map. They had all pace control. It looks like SGP has full control over this map as well, not just in the kills department, but setting the pace and having that map control as well, getting all the information to every player that is necessary, getting all the kills that is necessary. 240 or 220 on the map, only 40 seconds on this hill, 30 seconds until we take this SGP can take this map. We'll see if Yusuf can try and break through here as his teammate slides in with him, gets a little shots up, but Nate still has Overwatch, and that's 4 dead for 4 dead for Slim.
Yeah, running out of room to work here. If you're Slane, you are probably going to get one more good push at this thing, but you fall yet again. Last player alive is Yusuf. I don't know if he's going to be able to make a bit of difference. Let's see here. Is able to find that one kill, but too little too late. SGP makes up for the map number 1, gets 3 in a row, and will advance to the 3rd round in our winners bracket.
Yeah, we'll see SGP advance to our winners finals tomorrow. We will catch up with them 4:30 Eastern for their winners finals match. So excited to see them try and see if they can come out on top again in this cup, as they were our preseason cup winners. So let's see if they'll win again here. But I mean, I'm honestly excited to see this Slane team just continue through this losers bracket, dropping down, as they will play the winners between Savage Revenge and Infamous Thieves, which that match should be done here soon, so we'll probably go into that after. But I mean, it was just a great showing by Slane overall. I mean, we see it in a 3-1 fashion here for SGP, but we saw their dominance in that first hard point. They just have to kind of chain that into the rest of these maps as well. And S&D is, you win some, you lose some. You just have to go back and look at the mistakes that you made and try and change them moving forward.
Absolutely, and not checking yourself out, right? Like not getting focused on the body shots in round 1 of S&D. Listen, I get it. It was an impressive map number 1, but you can't let that be your series victory. Like you got to win 2 more maps after that. You just got to be able to say, "All right, good job, boys." Little fist bump. Say whatever you got to say to your boys, but like, I don't know, that type of stuff you need to be able to roll it into. And, if they start shooting bodies first, sure. But, that was something maybe Slane can need to just check the mental a little bit, because you're a talented squad. We saw you ball out in that map number 1, and you have the ability to go through. I just think, maybe you check yourself out a little bit in the map number 2. We saw presence, we saw that, but, you can't wake a sleeping giant.
Yeah, I mean, body shots can go both ways when it comes to the game, right? It can really either ignite the other team, or it can ignite your team. And sometimes if you ignite the wrong demon, you might be in for a hot one. So I'm excited to see what Slane can do going into this next map, which we believe is going to be Slane versus Infamous Thieves. So we will probably follow that matchup there going into the losers round 2, which would be our last stream match of the day. So we'll keep you guys updated, just waiting on that. And then we have the winners of Chaos vs Galaxy who'll be playing the losers between Unreal and Cabal, and we'll see who is going to meet winners finals, the SGP inside of the winners finals tomorrow. We'll keep you guys updated. We'll be back with them after the break. U18 Esports is here with our friends at GamerX Society at the LA Tech Week event in Santa Monica. We're going to be playing some games, having some fun, and giving away some prizes in a special 1v1 showdown event from our friends at GamerX Society. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Be the first case like John, got it. Whoa, be the first case like. Be the first case like John, got it. Anything wrong, my dogs got it. Them boss I call shot. Sweat a few bags at the raw spot. Where you been? Got a rock popping at the hotel. Better run the play for him. Yeah, before I hit the plate, make the house smell. Throwing up trays and Marshall.
Yeah, they do have to find something different, but Encourage is going to get that opening peak, and now he's got a little bit of control over to that B site. What he's going to try and do here is a delayed track tactic. Try and whistle out as many of the Unity players as he can. He's doing a fantastic job. Yeah, got to take a dip. It's the hot weather of the U18 and skill. He's still peaking.
How well you can do on the water. Quite literally, the entire point is in the water. What I've seen so far, there's skill with a two-piece. That's what I'm seeing, but what I've seen in general on this hard point is that people who tend to swim just above the surface, using this little middle ottoman here for cover, tend to find the most success. That's exactly what Skill's doing, and that's exactly why he's going 20.
On the hill, careful though, you can see everything, but everything can see you. And Legacy going big as Ruizzi goes for the defuse. Almost got it, but Underworld sneaks it away from him. It's a 1v1. Doesn't see him in the smoke, but is able to get the turn and burn in Underworld.
5 for 3. Swag check. Finds a two-piece of his own. And that could be the break able to play his life. Take care of. One left to deal with. He has the cruise missile. SGP wants to put this thing away. Oh my god, Swag onto the 7. They're gonna have to continue to go massive. Big step up, that's gonna be 3 for him.
Once again, to try and win this round, still needs to find these players. Looking to try and find Confident. Will be able to catch him off guard, but it's gonna be Derek who's going for the chow. And Lurk's able to get the 1v2 victory. Oh my goodness.
Running away is easy. You're still leaving us up. Running away is easy. You're still leaving us up.
And 9. Lose this round, just given the sides as Lux. That would have been up to him to win, but with 7.5 seconds to defuse. So here we go now, going into round number 3. Pick again is going to be.
Yep, nobody checks it except Lux might have gotten this.
Almost did, getting that 2-piece to begin the round. There's
Alex, and then he gets the.
But that is, again, surely going to be a valuable return on investment as Super from a distance. use their MCW and put bullets through bodies, as now Omid is finding themselves in the same predicament as Legacy last round.
This is horrible. This is why people don't like high rise, because of the spawn trap that comes in. Super picks off one. He now moves to the opposite side, trying to see if he can pick off another one. Not going to be all too successful, and Super decides, you know what? I'll just start moving back, because he's on 6-3. Make this 7. He's got a cruise in his pocket, and he still wants more. He gets another.
Wow.
He's on 8, and this is more the Legacy we saw last game. This is the Legacy that comes and fights, and Super is still going with 9.
One of the points, Volatile is just going to hop on up to kill and be like, what's up, man? Go back to the respawns lobby, and as that's going to be 4 off on Cabal, nearly at 10 lives winning, and Volatile still being an absolute menace here, playing his life, a smart thing to do. 26-16, now over 11 in the deficit.
It's spawn trap heaven. It is complete spawn trap heaven.
Wow.
There's 8.
Oh my
There's
gosh.
9. Votal is on 9 kills. There's a cruise in his pocket.
Oh.
He's still going for 10. Votal is running out of bullets, and Cabal.
U18 Esports is here with our friends at GamerX Society at the LA Tech Week event in Santa Monica. We're going to be playing some games, having some fun, and giving away some prizes in a special 1v1 showdown event from our friends at GamerX Society. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Be the first case like John, got it. Whoa, be the first case like. Be the first case like John, got it. Anything wrong, my dogs got it. Them boss I call shot. Sweat a few bags at the raw spot. Where you been? Try to rock popping at the hotel. Better run the play for him. Well, before I hit the plate, make the house smell. Throwing up trays and Marshall.
Something different, but Encourage is going to get that opening peak, and now he's got a little bit of control over to that B site. What he's going to try and do here is a delayed track tactic. Try and whistle out as many of the Unity players as he can. He's doing a fantastic job. Yeah, got to take a dip. It's the hot weather of the UAE, and skill, he's still peaking.
How well you can do in the water. Quite literally, the entire point is in the water. What I've seen so far, there's skill with a 2-piece. That's what I'm seeing, but what I've seen in general on this hard point is that people who tend to swim just above the surface, using this little middle ottoman here for cover, tend to find the most success. That's exactly what Skill's doing, and that's exactly why he's going 20.
On the hill, careful though, you can see everything, but everything can see you, and Legacy going big as Ruizzi goes for the defuse, almost got it, but Underworld sneaks it away from him. It's a 1v1, doesn't see him in the smoke, but is able to get the turn and burn in Underworld.
5 for 3, swag check, finds a 2-piece of his own, and that could be the break able to play his life. Take care of. One left to deal with. the cruise missile. SGP wants to put this thing away. Oh my God, Swag onto the 7. They're gonna have to continue to go massive. Big step up, that's gonna be 3 for him.
Once again, to try and win this round, still needs to find these players. Looking to try and find Confident. Will be able to catch him off guard, but it's gonna be Derek who's going for the kill, and Lurk's able to get the 1v2 victory. Oh my goodness.
Running away is easy. You're still leaving us up. Running away is easy. You're still leaving us up.
In 9. Lose this round, just given the sides as Lux. That would have been up to him to win, but with 7.5 seconds to defuse. So here we go now, going into round number 3. Pick again is going to be
Yep, nobody checks it except Lux might have gotten this.
almost did, getting that 2-piece to begin the round. There's
Alex, and then he gets the.
but that is again surely going to be a valuable return on investment as Super from a distance use their MCW and put bullets through bodies, as now Omid is finding themselves in the same predicament as Legacy last round.
This is horrible. This is why people don't like high rise, because of the spawn trap that comes in. Super picks off one. He now moves to the opposite side, trying to see if he can pick off another one. Not going to be all too successful, and Super decides, you know what? I'll just start moving back, because he's on 6-3. Make this 7. He's got a cruise in his pocket, and he still wants more. He gets another.
Wow.
He's on 8, and this is more the Legacy we saw last game. This is the Legacy that comes and fights, and Super is still going with 9.
One of the points, Volatile is just going to hop on up to kill and be like, what's up, man? Go back to the respawns lobby, and as that's going to be 4 off on Cabal, nearly at 10 lives winning, and Volatile still being an absolute menace here, playing his life, a smart thing to do. 26 to 16, now over 11 in the deficit.
It's spawn trap heaven. It is complete spawn trap heaven.
Wow.
There's 8.
Oh my
There's
gosh.
9. Votal is on 9 kills. There's a cruise in his pocket.
Oh.
He's still going for 10. Votal is running out of bullets, and Cabal.
U18 Esports is here with our friends at GamerX Society at the LA Tech Week event in Santa Monica. We're going to be playing some games, having some fun, and giving away some prizes in a special 1v1 showdown event from our friends at GamerX Society. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Be the first case like John, got it. Whoa, be the first case like. Be the first case like John, got it. Anything wrong, my dogs got it. Them boss, I call shot. Sweat a few bags at the raw spot. Where you been try to rock popping at the hotel? Better run the play for him. Well, before I hit the plate, make the house smell. Throwing up trays and Marshall.
Yeah, they do have to find something different, but Encourage is going to get that opening peak, and now he's got a little bit of control over to that B site. What he's going to try and do here is a delayed track tactic. Try and whistle out as many of the Unity players as he can. He's doing a fantastic job. Yeah, got to take a dip. It's the hot weather of the UAE, and skill, he's still peaking.
How well you can do in the water. Quite literally, the entire point is in the water. What I've seen so far, there's skill with a two-piece. That's what I'm seeing, but what I've seen in general on this hard point is that people who tend to swim just above the surface, using this little middle ottoman here for cover, tend to find the most success. That's exactly what skill's doing, and that's exactly why he's going 20.
On the hill, careful though. You can see everything, but everything can see you. And Legacy going big as Ruizzi goes for the defuse. Almost got it, but Underworld sneaks it away from him. It's a 1v1. Doesn't see him in the smoke, but is able to get the turn and burn in Underworld.
Fine for 3. Swag check. Finds a two-piece of his own. And that could be the break able to play his life. Take care of. One left to deal with. He has the cruise missile. SGP wants to put this thing away. Oh my god, Swag onto the 7. They're gonna have to continue to go massive. Big step up, that's gonna be 3 for him.
Once again, to try and win this round, still needs to find these players. Looking to try and find Confident. Will be able to catch him off guard, but it's gonna be Derek who's going for the chow. And Lurk's able to get the 1v2 victory. Oh my goodness.
Running away is easy. You're still leaving us up. Running away is easy. You're still leaving us up.
And 9. Lose this round, just given the sides as Lux. That would have been up to him to win, but with 7.5 seconds to defuse. So here we go now, going into round number 3. Pick again is going to be in.
Yeah, nobody checks it except Lux might have gotten this.
Almost did, getting that 2-piece to begin the round. There's
Alex, and then oh, he gets the.
But that is, again, surely going to be a valuable return on investment as Super from a distance use their MCW and put bullets through bodies, as now Omid is finding themselves in the same predicament as Legacy last round.
This is horrible. This is why people don't like high rise, because of the spawn traps that comes in. Super picks off one. He now moves to the opposite side, trying to see if he can pick off another one. Not going to be all too successful, and Super decides, you know what? I'll just start moving back, because he's on 6-3. Make this 7. He's got a cruise in his pocket, and he still wants more. He gets another.
Wow.
He's on 8, and this is more the Legacy we saw last game. This is the Legacy that comes and fights, and Super is still going with 9.
One of the points, Volatile is just going to hop on up to kill and be like, what's up, man? Go back to the respawns lobby, and as that's going to be 4 off on Cabal, nearly at 10 lives winning, and Volatile still being an absolute menace here, playing his life is a smart thing to do. 26 to 16, now over 11 in the deficit.
It's spawn trap heaven. It is complete spawn trap heaven.
Wow.
It's 8.
Oh my
There's
gosh.
9. Votel is on 9 kills. There's a cruise in his pocket.
Oh!
He's still going for 10. Votel is running out of bullets and Cabal.
U18 Esports is here with our friends at GamerX Society at the LA Tech Week event in Santa Monica. We're going to be playing some games, having some fun, and giving away some prizes in a special 1v1 showdown event from our friends at GamerX Society. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Be the first case like John, got it. Whoa, be the first case like. Be the first case like John, got it. Anything wrong, my dogs got it. Them boss I call shot. Sweat a few bags at the raw spot. Where you been? Got the rock popping at the hotel. Better run the play for him. Yeah. Before I hit the plate, make the house smell. Throwing up trays and Marshall.
Yeah, they do have to find something different, but Encourage is going to get that opening peak, and now he's got a little bit of control over to that B site. What he's going to try and do here is a delayed track tactic. Try and whistle out as many of the Unity players as he can. He's doing a fantastic
God.
job. Yeah, got to take a dip. It's the hot weather of the UAE, and skill, he's still peaking.
How well you can do on the water. Quite literally, the entire point is in the water. What I've seen so far, there's skill with a two-piece. That's what I'm seeing, but what I've seen in general on this hard point is that people who tend to swim just above the surface, using this little middle ottoman here for cover, tends to find the most success. That's exactly what skill's doing, and that's exactly why he's going 20.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We're headed down to the loser side of the bracket. We're staying with Slain. They're taking on Infamous Thieves. This is map number 1 on Rewind. It's Hardpoint Echo with the first blood onto Massacre, looking for some more through mid-map, but Infamous Thieves are going to find the first touch onto the hill. Frotz is in there just trying to work the battle right now. Secret trying to work a flank with his teammates, trying to find some of these kills. Does pick up a trade, but is the only player left, trying to dance away with his life. Yusuf comes through with a two-piece, able to save the day for the moment, but Maso there for a trade, and these two teams are battling. That's to be expected early P1 Rewind.
Yeah, battling it out early, as like you said, as to expected. This is for top 4 here, so they're trying their absolute hardest to make sure that they can secure top 4 at the very least for tomorrow, starting in losers round 3. We have a solid matchup here, Infamous Thieves versus Slain. Infamous Thieves starting out strong, getting majority of this hill time for the first hard point, but we're going to be moving into this P2 here. Coasty is going to find Yusuf in the back, solid pinch, finding that player is going to secure some more of this time as well, holding down the lane. Coasty on a 4 streak, trying to do what he can, get some majority of this time for his team and keep the lead for them.
trying to lock it in for his squad. Infamous Thieves, excellent job through the first hill to get a majority of that time. 50 seconds already, cutting down the reinforcements for Slain. Secret try to step up, be a difference maker, but not able to make a push, and he does finally get taken down. Mythical and Yusef able to find a couple, looking for another one in the back. There you go. Echo trying to follow up, and there you go. There's your wipe for Slain. That's 4 dead, able to get on the hill, but the reinforcement's not too far.
Not too far. They're trying to make sure that they can maintain and trying to slow down this lead just a little bit, but they're going to hold off, hold the back street for this P3 hill. So number 6 on your minimap is going to be there for initial time, but I'm not too sure if they know number 3 is there, trying to sneak on through that burger to try and get some kills, but he is going to get that kill. Coasty gets with a secret off and gets that time as well. Slain is there for the trades, trying to do what they can to get them off of this hill as Yusuf pushes up, gets a second kill, and gets that trophy down, trying to gather as much time as possible here.
Building this lead. 40 seconds now for Infamous Thieves. Slain trying to battle back on the P3. Locking it in. Infamous Thieves able to do a good job until the back pressure came through. Echo was able to find those kills, get the break, and now you have Infamous Thieves trying to work their way through Burger, try to work towards that P4 now, which is all the way back in that deep shop. You do have Slain locking all of that pressure in right now. One gunfight is going to become important. That's right in Massacre's neighborhood, who finds the first, but Mythical right there trying to get that trade, not finding the shots, falls for his efforts, and now we got a little bit of a battle into.
Just a little bit of a battle, only 30 seconds for Slain to try and take some of this hill, but the Infamous Thieves are doing a great job of maintaining the advantage here as Echo and Mythical slide in through the front, combining for 2. Yusuf gets that third. Massacre, or Frost is left last alive, I'm sorry, but Mythical is there for the trade. As this last 30 seconds is going to go to Slain, but we have Infamous Thieves spawning up front close hill, trying to slam and get into this hill as fast as possible to keep them off of this hill and get some time. But Slain is there, going to chip away and probably going to get this down to about a 10-point lead for Infamous Thieves going into the next hill.
Yeah, great job chaining the back half of that P3 towards that P4. It was almost entirely theirs for the entirety of that hill. And then working through now, trying to chain towards the P1. Infamous Thieves, though, did cut their losses with about 15-20 seconds left, trying to get set up for that P1, but you still have to win some of these gunfights as they come through. Massacre's going to find the first, Coasty finding the second. Mythical, though, still alive and well outside of the generator room, trying to make a play. It is locked down for the moment, and there you go, Slain with the break.
Yeah, they get that break in, trying to slow down that momentum that Infamous Thieves had in the beginning of the hill here, or map here, sorry. So only 10-second lead for Slain. Almost got a little 360 kill there for Massacre, but he does get cut down. Meso, though, comes in with a big 3-piece to secure this hill for them and get as much time as possible here and make sure that they can keep this lead. Only about a 10-second lead for Infamous Thieves here, as they will have to focus for this new hill, getting the last 13 seconds here possibly, but need to focus up for P1.
Trying to lock back in here. Infamous Thieves, they had success early on, but Slain was able to battle back, and now starting to get that gunning hot. You're seeing a lot more blue fill that kill feed. Locking down the hill as well, trying to catch any of these rotators on through. You do get information on the 2 players, but Frotz in the back trying to get pinched, finds one. Mythical right there for that trade. Yusuf picking up one, does get traded out. Maso was right there, but right now on top of it is Slain. They're able to refill with those reinforcements, making sure they're always playing for that trade, playing good hard point right now, and just getting gunned down as Infamous Thieves finds 3 of their own.
Yeah, they find 3 of their own, slamming through, trying to make sure that they can, like I said, maintain this lead. Only 15 seconds to go, though, as that P1 is almost over. So have to start thinking about P2, though. Mythical is here trying to get some of that time to try and chip away on that lead once more, but they are going to push up. Like I said, think about that P2 now, as Mythical is going to find one. Massacre finds the second, though, in the back of the hill. Mythical is not aware that Meso is there. Massacre still holding down the front lines, as they are going to be here for initial, once again holding down that back and have a solid hole brewing for Slain waiting.
Lane's looking to lock things down, get this break here. Same push again, and they do benefit from it, but you get the trades. A couple of madness goes on, so no one is able to grab the point for the moment. Slane is right there, but you have Infamous Thieves, one player that's Coasty trying to work on through mid, but gets pinched by Yusuf. Excellent read there, and Slane was prepared for it. Good nade there at Amasso, finding the two-piece, little bit of popcorn for you, but still, Slane doing an excellent job considering how big the lead was at one point to get it down to under 30. Impressive work there, and still a lot of game left.
Yeah, absolutely. Still a lot of game left, and they did have an impressive run there, slowly chipping away at this. At one point, it was about a 70-point lead for Infamous Thieves, and which is now only about a 40-point lead. So Slane just has to keep working to make sure that they can keep Infamous Thieves off this time for as long as possible. But Frauds and Coasty can be getting some shots in on the person on time, getting one. Mythical is there, though, to try and keep as much time as possible. Meso does get the kill. Massacre trying to help out, but isn't able to. Slowly trades going through for Slane, getting the rest of this time. 40 seconds left to go as they have the back lines, have the good spawns, but Infamous Thieves not slowing down, trying to hit through the front as much as they can.
This P3 is where they came alive, looking to do it yet again, trying to take the lead back, get it right to a position they want, but Masso through the back is going to be a huge thorn in the side you're going to have to deal with. Now a little battle goes on, a little 1v1. Yusuf, he'll take both gunfights and win them both. Lock this hill up, looking to take that lead, pushing through Burger now is Infamous Thieves. Throt in a good position on the flank there, trying to get a little side shots, maybe get Slane off guard a little bit, and there you go. You get the break, but still, Slane did all the work. Still down a little bit. If they can chain this P4.
Yeah, they did all of the work necessary to catch up here, and they are only down just a few seconds, but they have these back spawns, and the trades go their way. A few kills for Frauds as he is still there, waiting and lurking on that side door, as number 8 is just going to try and hold and stay alive as long as possible. But Frauds sliding in here, getting traded out by Echo, but his teammates getting all of the kills necessary. Echo finds 2, but does get traded out by Massacre. The rest of his team spawning out front, trying to help out and run as fast as possible, but Infamous Thieves is there, gets a nice break in, and will probably have the rest of this 15 seconds or so. But as I say that, Secret breaks through, and this team is there trying to maintain and keep this lead going back and forth for Slane Infamous Thieves.
Here we go. It's a battle set up for the rest of this one. Slane finally having the lead as we head over towards P4. Trying to lock it down, Infamous Thieves, but you still got Mythical being a nuisance on the outside, not able to get away with his life, so that's going to be the hill, at least for the moment, for Infamous Thieves, as the Slane trying to work through that backside. One gunfight does come through, and that's Yusuf yet again stepping up. Frauds with a two-piece Masso finding another one. Mythical slides through. We're going to do a little dance here, trying to find him. You do, and this is good work out of Infamous Thieves to stop that momentum that Slane had, who has played completely different in the back half of this hard point and just made an excellent break with 30 seconds to go.
Yeah, Secret getting a big 3-piece there, helping them out, making sure that they can get that break in. 30 seconds left to go on this hill, and they are just a few seconds shy of taking the lead once again on this hill, but it's back and forth. Infamous Thieves fighting to make sure that they can keep this lead. Back and forth the trades go. Echo is still here. Coasty is still here, sliding back and forth. Omni movement going crazy. Coasty comes out on top with the kill, but the new hill is popping. Back to P1, and Meso and Secret here are on this street fighting, battling it out. Secret comes out on top, holding down that Slane street, but Infamous Thieves has the time.
At least for the moment. Now we got to contest onto the P1. Both of these teams are duking it out, just trying to get the battles from the outside to work inward. And now you see that working through for Infamous Thieves as well, but the hill is in favor of Slane at 2:15 at the moment, looking to take that lead back. The contest does come through, and Infamous Thieves with a break of their own, but Mythical, he's still here, trying to find that last player on hill. Can he find the second? No, the trade for Masso. And these two teams will continue to go back and forth.
Yeah, back and forth. We're back on this P1 for a third, I believe, set of rotations here. Going back to this P1, and Infamous Thieves is once again getting a majority of this time, but Slane is once again making it scrappy, trying to push through and get to this P2 sooner than later. They do somehow get some information, slides through. Mythical gets Meso in the back, but he is going to be caught, and they do know that he's here. Kosti's going to throw a few nades, try and stay up, wait for his teammates to spawn up, but Slane is going to start off getting this initial time, holding down the back lane. Mythical gets to Yusuf for the third, make that a fourth in the middle, on the hill, on the map, and they have the control. They just have to hold here. They can win this one here.
If they can hold, who knows? It's not been the easiest thing for either of these two teams to hold, but right now they are firmly in control. One push, that's Meso trying to waste some time, but there's not much more time to waste. You gotta go, and that could just do it. Slane comes from a huge deficit, takes the map number 1 in phenomenal fashion.
Absolute phenomenal fashion. They came out obviously a little bit slow in the beginning of this hardpoint. Infamous Thieves taking the early lead. We saw some good dominance coming out of Infamous Thieves early there, showing that they are ready for this gunfight, that's ready for this top 4 matchup. But I mean, we come out on top for Slane, showing that they are still apparently the better squad. They want to show out, they want this win, coming out aggressive, 250 to 231. I mean, great work out of Slane to stay composed there and making sure that they can come out on top. They, when you start out with a deficit like that, especially in a hard point, it's really hard to get that momentum going, get that flow going, and get back on top. But the entire time they were kind of playing from behind and never let that get to them.
Yeah, keep composure when you're dealing with the hard things. It's something that, we saw them kind of struggle with when SGP got going. They weren't able to regain that footing, but certainly could have gone just as bad for them as it did in the last hard point we saw, but they stopped that. They were able to get that win, battled back from behind, and that's exactly what you look for.
Yeah, and we're looking for that composure. You know what I mean? Like we mentioned, if you can keep that composure in a match against like someone like SGP, where you come out on top, you take that first map, but you slowly get, if as you wake up the beast and they start to get back into it, that S&D, that control, it's easy to get lost in the saying composed. But if you can keep that composure like you did here, you can come out on top and make some big moves, moving into the series. But we're going into a map 2 S&D. Not 100% sure what the map is going to be. Let me see if I can follow here. They have. Ooh. I'm not too sure I think it's going to be a proto map 2. Yeah, protocol map 2. Okay, so we have a protocol map 2. We saw, I believe, a protocol S&D earlier, so excited to see once again what these squads can do. I'm not too sure if it was Slane who we had on the map on that S&D, so I think it's going to be new for both of these teams on the stream to see which team is going to come out on top here. But I'm excited. S&D is one of my favorite game modes in general. I love it, and it's a lot to learn when you can go back and look at these matches. So I think we're about to load on here into this S&D. Who do you got winning here, Shake?
It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out for sure. I think Slane looked really good. It was tough in the last S&D we saw, but at Infamous Thieves, yeah, I got to give it to them. I like the way they played early on. I think things just kind of got away from them.
Definitely, you start off strong. Oh, we have the host ending the game early here, so possibly some game issues, setting issues, not too sure. But before we go to a quick break, we'll just finish it off like you said. We saw Slane in that S&D for SGP, so we know that it is beatable. They can lose here. We can see Infamous Thieves come out on top, tie the series 1-1 here. But we're really looking for them to do the same as Slane did, stay composed, and they can take this map here. But we will go to a really quick break, as we will just wait to see if there's any issues with the lobby, get back into it, but we'll be right back with you guys with this map 2 protocol. Oh, sorry, never mind. I played I played some tricks on your mind. We're going straight into the map. We're loading in. Apparently, it was just a small little issue. We're going right into the map. As we just saw, Protocol S&D. I can see Infamous Thieves coming out on top here. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, like we saw, they have just as good a slating power coming into this map. We saw in that hard point. So I can see them coming out on top. But if we especially if we have the same slate that we saw playing in that map against SGP, just a little bit miscommunications. It looks like that they were missing some lanes and stuff like that. So if Infamous can take advantage of that, we can see them coming out on top here. But we're starting off with a slain POV defending bomb coming straight to this A site. Trades happening right off of the rip. 3v3 situation.
3v3. Yusuf make that a 3v2, finding another one, not able to get away with his life. Kosti is there to pick up that trade. Last alive, has the bomb in hand. Good gunfight win there, but too weak to get away. Echo with a bullet taking care of that one, so Slain will take the first round of our Search and Destroy.
First round goes to Slain. 1-2-0 starting off hot here. Yusuf getting a nice little 2-piece to start off the round, making it a 3v2 2v2 situation super quickly. Trades coming out on top for Slain. You know, we see a lot of attacking rounds here where they go straight to this A bomb site. I'm kind of like really keen of going to the B bomb site as well, especially if teams are leaving it open, because a lot of teams will leave it open on defense. But we'll see what Infamous Thieves would do here on their defense, see if they can tie the round here. Big grenade coming in for Secret.
Be interesting. Battling back. Echo, Mythical, good beams there onto Froth. The bomb did go down towards that A site, and now it's Kosti left all alone in a 1v3, kind of run around for his life, hoping to find nobody on his way. It does end up running into that Slain player. Shots, decides to turn around, try to fight it. Loses that one, unfortunately. Slain takes a nice 2-0 lead.
Yeah, you know, when it's especially S&D, we talked about it before. Their life is the most important. Obviously, it's S&D. You only have 1 round per round, so getting away with your life and getting as much information as you can as possible is really what's important about S&D, and just making sure you can convey that information to your teammates. They're doing a great job here, making sure that they can stay composed and keeping up life advantage here throughout these rounds. 2-0 situation for Slain. Going to have them moving into this defensive round here, going with Infamous Thieves going straight down this mid map. Echo finds one, Massacre with the quick trades, Frost following him up as well, and Kosti has over top of them. So looks like they're gonna go straight to this or actually they're not even making a play toward the bomb site, just trying to see if they can play lives here together. You said big pistol kills going over to this heli, so they have a 2-2 life count. Kosti hunting down Yusuf, and Massacre is last alive, pushing up to this bomb site. See if Secret can sniff out the bomb plan here.
1v2 does get the information that the bomb has gone down. Just gonna go on over, maybe try to sneak a defuse. Little cheeky out of him, but either way, he's still alive for the moment and can't quite get anything done there. Perfect positioning out of Infamous Thieves in the 2v1.
I mean, you know, the 2v1 situation, so it's not really a lot that he can do there, but he just jumped out straight onto that hill, onto the bomb, trying to just go straight for the defuse. But I'm sure that the other team saw him jump out there and just had both sides cross POVs cross for each other, and no need to worry. He was kind of screwed there from the rip for sure.
Yeah, tough licks, not much you could do in that situation, but it's a fresh round for you now. You still have the lead if you are Slain. Nothing to worry about too much. Taking that bomb. Looks like they're working towards that A site yet again. And it's looking like it's working their way. Infamous Thieves just trying to get a little bit of information, not finding any so far.
Yeah, they're trying to decide what they want to do with this bomb for the side of Slain, but Echo gets a quick piece, and Yusuf as well getting another in mid, so this bomb is probably going to go down in that A bomb site, as it is now a 1v3 situation. 4 Frots finding one, making it a little bit easier for him, but trades do come in as the call out that he is top zip goes through, and makes it a 3-1 round count for Slain. Quick rounds here.
Yeah, I mean, that's not, you know, totally crazy to see in a protocol S&D, especially with that A bomb site being down in the middle there. Usually things kind of erupt rather quickly. Kind of seeing more work of that here. Slain with the 3-1 lead on that defensive side now. And if you're Infamous Thieves, you're just trying to really battle back into this thing. You have scratched one round across the board, but it's really been pretty much Slain dominance to this point.
Absolutely. I mean, they've been doing a great job of keeping up dominance here and making sure that they can stay composed, as we saw them do in that hard point. And I mean, just kills after kills coming in for Slain. Great. I didn't even get to see it was Secret. Yeah, great kills out of Secret there, just ready and waiting. Already gets a quick was that 3-piece coming in, laying down. Nobody's checking their corners.
Always got to check your corns. You'll pay for it almost every single time. Slain, they are getting another round. Looking like this is a little bit of dominance out of them. It's not over just yet, but they are certainly sailing at the moment with their bomb in hand. Gonna be interesting to see how they decide to attack this thing. It's been a lot of A plants, not a lot of love in general towards the B site on protocol, but it is what it is. The nade is gonna go, but it's not gonna land. Looks like the bomb is just gonna go ahead here, and you'd have a 2-man advantage if you're Slain. But Masso, he's gonna take one away.
Yeah, you know, excuse me, I thought that nade was definitely going to do a little bit more damage coming in there for that their squad, but it definitely is going to go for the way of Slain. Echo coming in with great shots, Mythical finding one in the middle as well, but Frotz is on a quick flank. He is going to find one, so it is a 1v1 situation for both teams here. Frost is in a great position to maybe catch Secret off guard if he doesn't check the corner. And he wins the gunfight with time to defuse as well. So slowing down the momentum just a little bit for Slain. Great gunfight, great 1v1 win for Frotz, making it a 4-2 round count for Infamous Thieves.
There you go. Get another one. You're still battling. We are alive and well, ladies and gentlemen. Infamous Thieves able to get one back. Frotz here. You're going to see his final kill. It's posted up with the AR. Going to go ahead and chat loud and sign that one off so we can get the defuse for the boys. Excellent round.
And I mean, with the bomb site being moved there as well, I really didn't even notice that small detail. The bomb has moved to behind that actual wall, so it definitely is going to be a game changer when it comes to how you retake now as an offensive player, and it makes the defense, you know, you can slide in and maybe hold some corners a little bit more when you know the bomb is unoccupied, which you know, Frost is able to take control of that side and get a little bit more information. Knew that Secret wasn't there and gets the kill. So Yusuf taking that momentum and getting that first blood for the squad as well. Secret combining for a second. It is now a 3v2 situation. Slain trying to see if they can slow down just a little bit more and take that momentum.
Definitely, you have the advantage, but that's Massacre able to find one, get this thing down to a 1v2 now. Trying to make that plant on over towards A, or maybe just make some noise so we can make a full wrap on over towards B. That clock is going to become a factor. Definitely has time to make it over towards B, but I think he's also just trying to gain a little bit of information before he makes a decision. Finally, looks like he is going to make that concerted effort towards B. Does not see Yusuf laying down there, making a bit of noise. Yusuf, ever so patient. The A-bomb is being covered by Echo, and this is great spacing by Slain. And that information is going to come through, and Yusuf pops up, gets the kill. There's the defuse, and they're on map point.
Map point for Slain. That was a great play by Yusuf. Just played off the information that it was given, had the bomb site ready and waiting, and they made the right plays to be able to have time to make that defuse as well. So 5-2 situation, almost map victory, and it would make it a 2-0 lead for Slain. We just got to see Infamous Thieves kind of lock in here, see if they can slow down the pace just a little bit more and try and take some more rounds off them.
A lot of work to do for Infamous Thieves, down 5-2, looking a 2-0 deficit in the face. This is loser's bracket, nowhere to go after this one. You're fighting for your tournament lives here if you are the Infamous Thieves. Slain, we know, is a team to be reckoned with. Didn't go the way they wanted against SGP, but we certainly saw their team did not be forgotten. Secret Mythical gonna find the first two, and it looks like we could be headed to a map 3 with a 2-0 lead. Nassau trying to do whatever he can, finds one, but can't do the second. Slain takes a 6-2 victory and a 2-0 lead.
6-2 for the side of Slain, showing the back on that S&D dominance. Great squad for S&D. We saw them lose against SGP, but it was obviously more of a fluky map. So trying to see if they can retake control and get some good solid momentum moving forward as they take that map 1 in a crazy fashion, taking map 2 6-2. We will be going into a control, which I'm not too sure what our control map will be, but I can check that here in just a moment. But I mean, if it's anything like the other matches that we saw with Slain in control, we know their dominance. We know that they have the ability to get those trades that's necessary, and if they can continue to do what they've been doing inside of this series, then we might see them come out on top. But I just want to check real quick what our map will be. And yeah, we have a vault map 3, so a little bit of a smaller map, more time for Infamous Thieves to try and like slow down the pace and create more pace for themselves. But we saw Slain going into that first map against SGP, a small map like Skyline. A lot of times they're a very, very fast paced squad, so this fast paced map or like Vault may help them more, it may hurt them more. So I think we're loading straight into this control. Kids are ready to get it going just as much as we are, so I'm excited to see who's going to come out on top here. We obviously have Slain in a 2-0 lead, so I mean, do we see them closing it out here, or do we see Infamous Thieves kind of coming back and making it into pushing into a map 4?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see that. I'd like to see some fight out of Infamous Thieves. I think Slain is just very much in control of how they want to play the game. They haven't seen much resistance. Infamous Thieves, they did have that really hot start on the rewind, but after the back half of that thing, it was pretty much just all Slain all the time. So I got to go with them in the 3-0.
Yeah, I mean, I'll kind of piggyback on what you said. We saw their dominance in the beginning of that hard point, but as we've moved into the rest of that hard point and moving into this control, we see Slane's showing kind of waking up here and giving it all that they have in this last matchup for the day. So I am looking probably to see Slain take it here in maybe a 3-1 fashion, somewhere around there. But I would, like I said, I've said it many a times, I love an underdog story. Super excited to get see this if we can see Infamous Thieves coming out on top and maybe taking this this map as well, making it a 2-1 situation. But I think if we're loading into the map right now, not too sure. We can get it switched over. Awesome, no problem at all. We're going into the map. We have the started up just a little bit late, so no worries at all. But we have 40 seconds left on this control, and Infamous Thieves still have to make it to the point. So only 17 lives remaining though for defense, and they have ticks going towards this 8 point. But Yusuf gets 3, Secret gets a 4, stopping that time, making that time go just a little bit longer, stopping that progression, and we'll see if they can keep that dominance as lives are trickling away for Infamous Thieves.
Yeah, Infamous Thieves has certainly got their backs against the wall at the moment. Kosti is trying to make a play up towards that B street, is finally going to touch that point, but Yusuf is right there, gets that kill, looking for another one onto Massacre, at least has the information. The teammates swan right through, and my goodness, this has just been an excellent round outside of that initial push by Infamous Thieves. Slain has been in control.
Yeah, no, that initial push Slain has been in massive control. Yusuf getting 2-piece after 2-piece. Massacre trying to do what he can to stay alive on this point, but Slain is there for the trades back and forth. They almost had that 8 point. If you're on the side of Infamous Thieves, they had it so close. I think one player, I mean, it was really just Yusuf getting that big 2-piece on that point, slowing down their time. If he doesn't get that 2-piece there, they have an extra minute on this clock, and we probably see them take that round. So big play out of Yusuf. I think that was the replay there for us. Big play out of Yusuf winning that gunfight there.
Absolutely. Slane just comes out and does the job on the defense. Not a single point controlled for the side of Infamous Thieves. They did get, I believe, 2 ticks onto A in that good first push, but that was it from there. Now Slane on the offensive side looking to do the exact opposite, kind of do what they did on defense, get a lot of kills and make sure the other team isn't able to get near the objective. Secret flying down the stairs gets a kill, but you come out on top of the trades for the moment if you're Slane. Get that pressure onto A. Only one player left to deal with. That's Massacre, who's making your life a nightmare, and he's going to clear the hill, at least for the moment, until the reinforcements get here.
Yeah, he gets a big 3-piece on a 4 streak here on this point, pushing up into these spawns. Gets caught off guard running, though, by Echo. But his teammates are there, pushed up as well, keeping them off of this point for as long as possible. Meso finding a good kill up top. Frost matching him as well, but Secret gets that trade. They know he's up here, just have to play their life, try and keep them off. Great nade out of Meso as well coming in. Not sure if he meant to I think he might have stuck him there, actually, which it worked out even better, but only 18 lives remaining for Slane, as number 7 is going to be the closest one to this hill to be able to touch, and teammates coming off spawn. Massacre getting a big win as well. Frost helping him out, making sure that he does not get traded, and they keep this life advantage on the hill as long as possible. Number 2 keep calling out those spawners as well.
Trying to funnel things in here. If you are Slane on that attack side, you haven't had much success of your own. You don't even have a single tick. Infamous Thieves has just been dominating this defensive side. It might be a little bit of a tale to come on this map. Maybe it'll be a tale of defenses, and looks like it is, at least early on. It's 1-1.
1-1, trying to just keep fighting, which, I mean, like we said, we saw them fighting back in that hard point. Just have to keep up that respawn prowess inside of this controllers here, right here. You know, we see them take this control and we go back to an S&D. Just got to play a little bit different on your trades and come out on top here in advance to top 4. So excited to see Massacre coming out big 3-piece out of him for that defense round right there.
A big clutch round they needed. Down 2-0 in the series. You don't want to go down 2-0 in a control. Easy enough to say, a little bit harder to do. Now you find yourselves on the offensive side. Neither team having much, if any, success on the offensive side so far. Looking to break that is Infamous Thieves, as you get Frost here looking to make a kill. Does find that first one onto Echo. Does get a nade, and Yusuf is able to find another one. Secret and Mythical follow it up, and that's 4 dead. And it looks like it could be more defense coming.
Yeah, I mean, you know, defense is control. You know, it's one of those game modes, or one of those rounds that you have to work on locking down. If you can win your defense, then you set yourself up for a better success. And it's you know, these maps are very difficult for an offense to take it. So if you can, you know, make sure you can guarantee your defenses, you set yourself up for success here. But Massacre and co for Infamous Thieves are trying to do what they can. He does get picked off by Secret. Mythical combining for a second as well. Meso trying to help out, do what he can, getting one here and there, but we're just pushed up into our spawn. They are spawning in this P2 area, and Yusuf has them called out. Echo trying to get one, but not able to make that kill fall. But Secret calling out those spawners as well. They are pushed up in their spawn. Infamous Thieves kind of trapped. Only 26 seconds left.
Yeah, more offensive woes for these teams here. Now trying to work on that B side is Infamous Thieves. They're cut down yet again, forced back into those spawns. And there's just not much going on offensively. You just get a wave of kills, and then you're forced all the way back into these spawns, and they set up those traps outside of Art and outside of that P2. It's very difficult to try to get out. You do have a little bit of respite here if you are the Infamous Thieves, but you just get traded out immediately, and there's less than 10 seconds left. Maybe you have a time to touch the hill at least once more, but Mythical's just waiting in the corner for you, and that's all she wrote. Defensive trades back and forth, and it's a 2-1 Slane lead.
Like I said, defense is just one of those rounds where, you know, it's. I'm not saying it's a guarantee for defenses or defensive sides to win, but it's really hard on our offense to take that win away. So if you can take your offensive wins, which that's why I always recommend going over VOD, checking to see what the team is doing, who maybe did take an offense off you, or see what their defense is doing. You can try and evolve your offense a little bit more, but we just have to to see Infamous Thieves do the same thing that they did in their previous round and that Slane did in the round just moments ago, and try and make sure that we can lock this down, keep it a 2-2 fashion, and someone's got to take their offense.
Someone's got to win an offense here for sure. Can it be Slane to put this thing away? Certainly not looking like that is going to be the case early on. Infamous Thieves are all over the place, just flowing over this vault map. Now you have to battle out of the spawns if you're Slane, and you're just getting pinched from every direction. When you think you have a 1v1 gunfight, someone just shows up and shoots you in the back. Massacre just doing everything right now on a 5 spree, and Slane, they're just scrambling.
Yeah, Massacre is in an absolute flow state, flowing around in their spawn, trying to make sure they can keep them as far away as possible from this hill. He's doing a great job of doing so, but they make it onto this A point here. Coasty does find one, finds a second, keeping them off of this hill for just a moment, but Mythical and Yusuf there for the trades. Mythical hops onto this point. Frost last alive closest to the hill, but Meso helping him out, getting those trades. Secret is waiting for that trade, though, trying to slow down this time just a little bit more. Only 34 seconds remaining with 15 lives to try and take this hill, add a little bit more time to the point for the side of Slane, and try and take this this map for the win and close it out here. But they have to fight through. Only 12 lives remaining. They take that A point. Still a minute and 30 seconds to get the B point.
Minute and 30 seconds left. This is the most progress we've seen offensively for either one of these teams, but that B side is such a bear to be able to deal with. You have that Overwatch there in that top railing position that's just so difficult to overcome in a tough gunfight to try to win, taking him down. You're really going to have to work through the back in order to try to get them out of that position and then work off of that. And you see a little bit of a strategy trying to come through for it, but Infamous Thieves just cut it down, and now Slane, they're on the back foot. They still got a minute left, but only 5 lives.
You know, if you're on the side of Infamous Thieves here, if you're on the side of Slane here, trying to get onto this this B site, it really is just all about that right side street and working up that side and trying to get their house control. And we see the last player on Slane just throwing down the grenade, doesn't want to give the other team the kill. No free kills for them. He's going to just move on, trying to take this this next map here, or next round here. I believe it may be a Slane defense, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll have to see what it looks like on ticks here. But they do get that A point when the other teams didn't yet, so it's going to be Infamous Thieves defense here. Okay, so oh no, I'm sorry, Infamous Thieves offense. So we do have Infamous Thieves trying to see if they can make the what's been impossible this entire map for both sides happen. And only a minute 38 seconds on the clock to try and make something happen, hitting through that left side. First 2 kills going to the side of Infamous Thieves, though.
First couple of kills can help set up the rest of the round. Offense for the Infamous Thieves, 1 tick on to A. We saw the early hot push, but that was pretty much all they got done after that. So it's going to be interesting to see if they are able to get it done. Slane certainly looking to hold down a defense here. Couple of kills are going to go through. Massacre find a couple. 2 ticks could be coming through towards A. There it goes. And now they're all in control of this mid map at the moment, and they could get that A site, but B is just such a difficult task, and Slane, they're already getting set up.
Yeah, and we see Meso already pushing through this left side street, getting a kill. I would say if I'm him, yeah, try and hit through this back spawn. Maybe play for one more kill, but Mythical is right behind him. Gonna get this trade. He sniffed him out immediately, knew that he was there, and used the information that was given. You know, we saw it. I'm not too sure how many of us have seen the CDL matches or are back. Is super excited to watch that as well. But we saw, it was Nero. I believe he is, no, he's not on Boston. I have to remember which team Neuro is on this season, but we saw them playing this map, vault control, and they on this offensive round, they're pushing up straight to this bottom art and having that bottom art control, keeping the other defense spawned out as far as possible. And that's what we need to see Infamous Thieves do here, is they try and keep them away as long as possible, get those 2 ticks. Secret does get that last person, getting that progress onto that point, pushing up mid map, trying to keep Infamous Thieves as far away as possible. But Infamous Thieves need to do what they can to work up this street and get onto this point for progress.
That's a goal for the infamous Thieves. Less than a tick needed to extend this thing to a map number 4. Slane trying to lock it down, and not a lot of lives to go ahead and try to do that, and it's even less now. It is 5-11. Trying to work through the back is infamous Thieves so they can make sure they have some cover, but they're working on that clock right now. Is Slane trying to pick players off one by one, make sure the live deficit doesn't get any worse than it is for you at the moment. Yusuf trying to make a play through mid. Will he find the players? Unlucky timing, finds one. Can he find the second? He does. Stops that bit of progression, and now it is only 7-5 on lives. Slane, they have a chance to hold this thing off.
I mean, that play by Yusuf, he just catches the player behind him off guard, slid out, and was unable to get some shots onto him, and he finds that big two-piece on the hill. Teammate finds the third. Only 3 lives remaining for Slane, though. Mythical and Secret combined for 2, making it a 4v3 situation. Frotz is going to be the closest one to the hill, waiting for his teammates to try and spawn up. His life matters oh so much. Mythical getting another kill as well. What went from a 4v2 situation is now, 4v3 is now a 1v3 situation for Slane, and we have a player also out of the lobby as well, so it's still a 2v1 situation. Kosi, the last one for infamous Thieves, only 17 seconds left, trying to push through this left side, see if he can catch anyone off guard. Secret does spot him, but so does Kosti. Both teammates are going to be shooting at him. He has to, 5 seconds left, has to make it to the point. And does, but they're both behind him. No. Oh my god.
Yo, in position, and can he take over and save this game? It's 1v1 for the point. Can he get there before the hill is done? The contest comes through. The dance is going on. Who's gonna win this gunfight? Who does it come down to? Echo can't quite land the shots. He does. It comes down to a 1v1, a round 5 in control, and Slane finally gets the job done in a 3-0 in the series. And oh my, what a way to do it.
I mean, talk about suspense. 1v1 fashion, literal seconds, milliseconds away from capping that if you are infamous Thieves, pushing us to a map 4. But my god, Slane, Secret, I believe that was, finishes it off and pushes up to the hill, or not, sorry, Secret, I think it was Echo, finishes off and pushes to that hill, getting that final kill. I mean, great work out of him to stay composed in that moment and making sure that he can get to the hill as fast as possible. There was just crazy timing that he almost missed him on that hill, and it was almost infamous Thieves taking it away. But I mean, crazy 1v1. Honestly, I haven't seen that. I was ball drop, pin drop, just waiting for the moment.
Yeah, usually when it's a 1v1 and we're talking about our number 5, it's usually map 5 1v1 that gets you that hype. But that was a round 5 in a control, ladies and gentlemen. Excellent work out of Slane to take that, what could have been a scary situation, to a 3-0 victory. And that's just going to do it for us here today. Day number 1 of the Rising Stars Cup in the book. Shout out U18, shout out Trig holding it down on the production side, and the U18 League putting it on. Gamer X Society, shout out them. They're always holding it down for us as well. But that's gonna do it for Shake and Dash tonight. We'll be back tomorrow with Championship Sunday. We'll see y'all then.
U18 Esports is here with our friends at Gamer X Society at the LA Tech Week event in Santa Monica. We're going to be playing some games, having some fun, and giving away some prizes in a special 1v1 showdown event from our friends at Gamer X Society. Let's have some fun.
Yeah. Be the first case like John, got it. Whoa, be the first case like. Be the first case like John, got it. Anything wrong, my dogs got it. Them boss, I call shot. Sweat a few bags at the raw spot. Got the rock popping at the hotel. Better run the play for him. Before I hit the plate, make the house smell. Throwing up trays and Marshall.
something different, but Encourage is going to get that opening peak, and now he's got a little bit of control over to that B site. What he's going to try and do here is a delayed track tactic. Try and whistle out as many of the Unity players as he can. He's doing a fantastic job. Yeah, got to take a dip. It's the hot weather of the U18 and skill. He's still peaking.
How well you can do in the water. Quite literally, the entire point is in the water. What I've seen so far, there's skill with a two-piece. That's what I'm seeing, but what I've seen in general on this hard point is that people who tend to swim just above the surface, using this little middle ottoman here for cover, tends to find the most success. That's exactly what skill's doing, and that's